all.
Herzlich willkommen to the Pot Topic podcast.
What language is that?
I don't know.
Welcome.
It was supposed to be German, but I can't speak German, so...
Well, welcome is welcome-ish.
And welcome to the Pot Topic podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and with me we have other hosts. We have Bex.
Hello.
We have Alex.
If Carlsberg made people, they'd probably make something that definitely wasn't me.
We have Taz.
Hello.
And we have Beth.
Intro backwards is Orkney.
What language is that?
It was backward language.
On this podcast, we have two pots filled with topics. One's got topics from our hosts, one's got topics from the community. We pull them out at random and bullshit for about 2 hours and drink whiskey, which this week, Beth, is...
It's just famous grouse. It's the only thing
shit.
It was either that or Bells or White Mackay. So
let's
get it down, yeah?
Let's get the soul-crushing crack.
Jesus.
Best vintage in the corner shop, that.
That sounds like lone drinking, that does.
Into the fetish pot it goes.
Well, it was either that or a litre's worth of it, so good luck.
I'm glad you stuck with the 70.
Hang on, if you're pouring it into... this is the first time... I've not been on the podcast for a very long time. It's the first time I've seen the glass teapot for the whiskey. Is it not that you're wasting a lot of decibels of alcohol in the big open chasm?
Decibels of
deciliters? What, really loud whiskey?
I meant decibels because that was funny.
Yeah, Alex.
Sorry.
God.
Are you not losing a lot of the alcoholic content through the evaporation of the massive hole that is in your teapot?
No. You don't lose a lot of alcohol through evaporation.
Oh, okay, that's good. I feel less bad for just
Especially-
picking up a can of Scrumpy Jack on
You lose
my
a lot of
bedside table
alcohol
when
through
I
your
wake up in the
massive
morning.
hole.
I know. Like,
Oh, nice. Alex has covered it up with
Yeah.
a cigarette packet.
Engineering.
Adds to the flavour.
It might sound nicer if you pour next to the mic. Is that dangerous?
No, not there! Cool. So what's everyone been up to this
Oh no,
week?
it just tastes like whiz. Whiz? Whiz? Tastes? Sound.
The usual. I haven't killed anything, although I don't know.
oh, Alex, that's become my favourite bit. Yeah.
The one highlight was a baby running inside what we call the red and white circle of death. We always make a giant ring, cordon the whole tree off. Definitely do not come in here, you might die. And then suddenly I look down, there's a fucking baby stood underneath me, and suddenly we did like lots of shouting. The mother doesn't seem that bothered by it all.
Oh, then kill the kid. That's fine.
She did kind of scoop it up under one arm, and it looked like it might have, dislocated a few bones or something. So I don't think she
One
really
can only
gave a
hope.
shit. It was a bit weird.
One
Maybe she
day
was a
that
British
child
nanny.
will come back for revenge, and it'll be like the really poor supervillain origin story. Like, you dropped leaves on me relentlessly.
Just a global apocalypse against arborists.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that supervillain. Mm-hmm. Anybody else? God, low energy.
All right, listeners, full disclosure, me and Taran are quite hungover for separate reasons. We'll get into that in a bit, I'm sure.
Oh, fuck it, just go for it now. So this week we've got a new show into the theatre, which is Breakfast at Tiffany's, starring Pixie Lotz.
Hey!
Oh, of course, you know her from...
Italia Conti.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know she was going. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
She's
lovely. She seems to be. She's getting bums on seats, and
Yeah.
people seem to be enjoying the show, so that's good. There's some really heavy shit in it, but it's all fine. I suppose it's part of the... Oh, hello. It's all part of the job. Done that. I've changed my toilet book reading, because I've been...
God, because Israel-Palestine was just not what you want to read when you're shitting.
Do you know what? I've been just clawing my way through it for a couple of months now, just piece by piece. And it's just kind of it's a document. It's all like very neutral language.
Yeah.
Like they're not trying to like throw blame anywhere. Just kind of it's basically these people did this terrible thing. Here's some witness statement from the person who saw the terrible thing, who say, oh yes, I was there. There was the terrible thing, and more terrible thing. So I've had to fuck that off, because that was I'll get back to it another time. And then what else? Yeah, I've just come back. So the reason I'm feeling, I think the word is probably drung over.
Drung.
Drung over. Yeah.
It's more you're still drunk from yesterday, and now you're suffering the waking hangover.
Oh no! So I woke up this morning and I had to do shit, and I was hungover, so I had some rum. So just
naturally, yeah.
just
the hair of the dog
kind of,
that raped you,
absolutely. just to kind of soften the blow, so I can kind of get on with things. And I've just been walking the line between drunk and hungover all day, so I'm going to try and be quiet.
Opposite word being try.
I usually fail in my endeavours.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. Especially someone who's released a book and is writing another one. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, you definitely need more chirpy toilet reading if this is what's happening to you.
Oh, I changed it for a book called Unspeak, which is
Okay.
all about analysing kind of the almost Wellesian doublespeak that's going on in kind of modern discourse, which is absolutely fucking fascinating.
Also
and
seem very angry.
horrifying at the same time. But it's beautiful. The dude is so well written. He's really enjoying that. Cool. And when I have something like a vaguely sensible head on my shoulders, I'm sure I'll talk about it, but not
Give it a
today.
few years.
A couple of years after I have my first child, maybe.
Maybe. I like the realism.
That would be interesting, actually.
But the thing I've just come back from was it was a wedding, but it was a wedding festival, and it was.
When you hear whose wedding it is, it'll make sense.
Have you met Saf and Tim? I don't know if I don't know if you guys have met Saf and Tim. We're just
fair
bumped into them.
Are they the guys who turned up to a party once as some kind of weird gypsy marching band?
Yeah.
Yes. They're the guys that turned up to a house as a band, yes.
Yeah.
I think I would have remembered that.
I don't believe you were there for that one.
I'm assuming not. That seems like the sort of thing that would stick.
Their wedding was. Do you know? It was actually my first church wedding ever.
Really?
Yeah. It's the first time I've been to a church wedding, and it's just as well it was them, because I'll put up with a lot for them.
What
And
kind of denomination was it?
I believe it was Catholic. I don't know.
Because Catholic is
Do you know, we walked in there, everything was massive, and there was wood and a dude dying on a stick.
Right.
And just, yeah.
Presumably an effigy of a dude dying on a stick, or are they that hardcore they got actual?
They do it different down in Gosport, it's got to be said. It was really bizarre just watching, because after the whole service there's the blessing that the priest gives, and that turns out just to be 20 minutes of him saying Jesus.
That sounds Catholic.
Yeah. But I'm sure it could have been a lot worse. They were very tactical with their choices of hymns and prayers, and the bit afterwards it was glamping, so it was basically a festival. They had a massive tent.
I can't wait to see photos of this.
Oh, it was amazing. It was the closest thing I've ever seen to like the sort of thing I want for when me and Heather get married.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely fantastic. Like, Heather had made the wedding dress, so she was on call all day, just kind of sorting things out. And like she got
You should see this dress. It's fucking phenomenal.
I will. I'm sure that I'll see like a full album soon.
And there was this moment where after all the speeches, the father of the bride came and sat opposite Heather, and just said, "So, I hear you made the wedding dress." It's like, "Oh yeah, no, that was me." He's like, "Oh, fair enough. I just thought you were like a really annoying person being overly because she was just
always
dressing the
around her.
dress
Yeah.
constantly, just kind of making sure it was fine." But during the speech, she got a call out and got a gift, and it's this amazing pair of fabric scissors. And you know when like metal's heated in that weird way that it kind of looks like an oil slick.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Entirely
Titanium,
that.
if you heat titanium, it goes like that, yeah.
And like she opens the box and kind of shows everyone, and I'm seeing like they've put us in like theatre corner, and like, I'm sitting opposite a row of wardrobe girls. So I just the second she opens the box, it shows the fabric scissors. It's like, oh, that's lovely. I'm going to use those to cut a lot of paper, and all the girls just went, no, fucking easiest joke I ever made.
You're lucky they didn't stab you with the scissors. Because they may not cut paper, but they cut people pretty well.
One girl, I think it was Bobby. She kind of half went over the table, going no. So yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. A lovely night and day and festival. And
I
now,
love weddings.
And now I'm very tired.
Oh.
You look it, mate.
Well, it was Sunday.
I'm tired and drunk over, and somebody else talk now.
Well, I can chime in then if you're busy with your I'm not going to say much honest gov 25 minutes later.
It's a fair cop.
Well, it happens every time. I've met Taz more than once. In fact, I only needed to meet him once, really. He just didn't go away.
The age of Taz.
Yeah,
God.
never mind. The rest of you are nice. But I've had a fairly fun week. Yeah, so you're going to talk again. I see you. Yeah.
I see you, dickhead.
I see you.
Shut up now.
Wait till
Sorry.
I get the gaffer tape.
Ooh.
I know it's getting
Yeah, no, that's different when it's me and you, Beth. It's not
Oh,
the same.
sorry, darling. Yeah, secrets.
Yeah, shh. Code words. But I've been on another podcast. So that's
Cheater.
Get
Yeah.
right out.
Sorry,
You hussy.
Fucking Judas.
but they're just more famous than you.
What did you say?
I said fucking Judas.
Okay. Right, not what I thought you
what
said.
did you think he
What
said?
did you think I said?
I thought you said
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
Jews. I was like, what? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, fair
A,
enough.
irrelevant and massively anti-Semitic.
Judas
So-
was a Jew.
So
just
you're
put it
kind
out
of
there.
lying. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Sorry, Bex.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. Go on.
But I've been on another podcast, and they're way more famous than you, so I don't feel guilty whatsoever.
Mate, that's not hard. Our listeners are... Half of them are in this room, so...
And the other half is your mum.
Yeah. All right, Mum.
But no, it's called geektown.co.uk. They're doing sort of all kind of sci-fi and geek and comic booky type TV news, and that was fun because I've
Very
not been
cool.
on there before. Met them at MCM Comic Con,
Sweet.
and that was kind of the main one. Other than that, sort of recovering from the weekend before with all of you reprobates,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's been
Yeah.
fun. But during that weekend, we had a good conversation, which Alex won't remember. Well,
I remember at least 50%, well, more like 10% probably.
yeah,
Right,
your sense of
anyway.
time was also gone, so your percentage is going to be out by like half. But there was a very good conversation that happened in your house, Alex, about your wonderful bonsai tree.
Oh, yeah.
About your bonsai tree of death, which he's let die because he finds it as a wonderful nihilist art statement.
Yeah, I'm
basically.
gonna spray it black and then hang tiny little bird skulls off
Yeah,
it.
well, the
Brilliant.
thing is that I have a present for you for your bonsai tree.
Yeah, she does.
Excitement.
Because I saw this.
He's visibly excited. He's so excited.
I've lived with this man for about 4 years. That is actually how he displays excitement.
Shaking a little bit.
But basically, a very good friend of mine went abroad. And they brought me back this present that I didn't want and I thought was atrocious. And basically,
it's re-gifting.
it's
a brilliant
re-gifting
re-gift. It's
because
brilliant.
basically these belong hanging from your little bonsai tree.
What the hell are
they're-
these like Latvian fishwives?
They're all different. They're all unique. They are little, very, very ugly, very unattractive
I could-
handmade worry
I
dolls.
could put a noose around all that.
Yes.
What's the plural of a noose? Niece. I could put nieces. I could put some niece around that.
Latvian nieces.
But basically, I have brought you these small, lovingly handmade dolls that you're supposed to tell your worries to and put them under your pillow.
They're about an
And
inch long.
Lynch them. Lynch them all.
I thought you would like to hang them.
That would be amazing. It would look
Alex.
like I'm making some kind of anti-feminist statement.
I will take a nice...
Put a moustache on one.
I think these ones are little guys. I think these ones are little guys.
I'll give them beards and penises just to make sure.
Just please don't give any of them blackface.
Why not? Well, I mean, they're not
Not
quite.
ethnically diverse enough
No,
for your
they're not.
lynch
It
mob.
should, it should be representative.
Yeah,
because
I'll colour some of them in. I'll make one of them into like Papa Lazarou. And
Can you just make sure you do this in the next week and send me a picture, and that'll be the album art done, so I don't spend
absolutely.
too long doing
Yeah,
it.
but they are Guatemala worry dolls, whereas a legend of on the Highland Indian villages that if you have a problem, you share them with the worry doll and you put them under your pillow and then the doll will take your worries away. And I thought as part of your nihilist statement, you would like to hang them
I will
as a general state of the
Oh.
pointlessness
tell
of
him
life.
names?
absolutely do that. I might have to change all of their clothes because they're too colourful.
Well, you could just kind of like, put them in some black dye and just,
Yeah.
just destroy them slightly.
Put
But,
some blood, maim them a little bit.
but they're just,
Stab wounds.
they're horrible and I thought you would love them.
We just need to
I do.
we just need to find you a little music box now that plays Billie Holiday's Strange Fruit.
There you go. That is my amazing re-gift. I didn't know what I was going to do with those,
What?
but they clearly need to become part of your artwork.
What an amazing present. They will.
No one else is going to give you a present like that.
No, they're not. In years to come,
You're going to remember me.
when it's in a museum somewhere.
No, when it's in a court somewhere.
Same thing.
It's the court of arts, you know. Is it a political statement? Is it a small act of terrorism? Who knows?
Either way, it's a Turner Prize winner.
It is. Just remember me when you're rich and famous, but not when you need bail money.
Oh well, I'll make sure there's a little mention right down there.
Yeah, not directly by name though, because I don't want to end up in the sort of, you know.
What?
all right,
Up in the Hague.
Yeah.
Up in the Hague, right next to Slobodan Makokiewicz, or whatever he's called.
It's okay. I'll call you Becky. It's fine.
Yeah. Tom.
I did it twice in rapid succession.
But I'm not gonna forgive you.
I haven't done it today.
That's not the point. In the same way I've taken personal
gonna
offence
forgive
to
me, I'm
Taz
just gonna do
calling
it
me
all
old.
the time.
I don't actually care about my age, but because Taz called me old, I've decided to take personal and long-standing offence.
She likes to be fury personified. Right, cool. Beth, what you done?
Socialising next.
Socialising, remember none of it. Next.
No. I did birthdays, baby showers, going to see friends I've not seen in years, and being around their house and their children and them and their loveliness and blah, 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 blah.
That must have been fun hungover.
It was very fun, hungover. However, I do need to text them and let them know, dudes, I haven't just changed over the past years. I was just really tired and a little bit out of it. But thanks, yay! But no, just I've been very, very happy being socialising, getting ready to go on my first holiday for years and years next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Where are you
I've
going?
been told. Well, I'm going to Perpignan in south of France.
Okay.
Flying to Girona because it's closer and doesn't have a layover. There is actually, we couldn't get a direct flight to the south of France where we're going
Okay.
because there was a 5-hour stopover
Okay.
in France.
You can
I
drive
don't-
half of it.
We could have done the Eurotunnel.
Yeah.
But it was really weird. So we're going to Girona, and my mate who I'm going with texted me today saying, just so you know, it's 34 degrees in Girona today.
Fuck.
I am not good with heat.
No.
No.
I think I'm going to be
You just have to wear less.
exactly. We're going where
You took a victory sip there.
I did text him straight back saying, I guess it's going to be a naked holiday. We have to fan each other, and he went, oh no. So yeah, it is just I'm going to be in the pool a lot, I think.
Cool.
Take
Best place for you.
Exactly, best place for you. Drown, bitch. But it'll be good to have a little bit of a relax.
Damn right you deserve it, girl.
Bless you. But that means that we fly on Friday, so the rest of my week is going to be frantically writing up a handover and hoping that no one blows everything up when I'm away at work.
Or if they do, you just don't have to come back.
I hope everyone blows everything up when I come back.
Before you come back.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What have you been up to, Tom?
Well, I can quickly whiz through some stuff, but
Don't whiz.
I need to tell you about my Wednesday.
Oh, please do.
So I'll quickly whiz through the other stuff. So I deleted Clash Royale, so sorry guys that are in the clan from the listeners here. Can't be fucked.
So, Rikard.
And Sophie and Eddie and someone else. I can't
Oh,
remember.
fine. Let him carry on.
Whatever.
Our name.
I installed Pokemon Go instead.
No!
Yeah.
So,
There's already
downloaded
been
it.
someone that's like turned up in a river because she fucking walked off the edge of something.
Yeah, but I'm not a knobhead. Well,
I know, but this is just this is knobhead bait. This is just complete idiot bait.
This is the thing. I used to play Ingress, which is Google's other AR walking around game, which is what Pokemon Go is based on. So I can already see it's exactly the same game, but with a Pokemon skin. So I'm not actually that into it.
And plus, you really like geocaching.
That's what it feels like to me. It's like
does, it
geocaching,
does.
but less thrilling or difficult.
It's like a combination of geocaching and capture the flag, because you just run around pissing people off by
Yeah.
stealing their territory.
Which was the good thing about Ingress. It was all about just taking something over and fucking over someone else.
It was about
But-
sitting in the pub on someone else's phone when they weren't looking, fucking their territory.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's that. I'll see how it goes. I'll probably stop playing within a couple of days anyway, but we'll see. Watched a lot of UFC and ONE FC and Progress Wrestling. Dude, we need to go to Progress Wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Let's
have you
do
been
it.
to have you been to Lucha Britannia yet?
No,
Or
I also like Lucha. wrestling, so I have to give that Lucha Libre stuff.
I'd give that a go as well. I know nothing about lucha, but seems fun. They have masks.
But yeah,
Just
And
turns you
latex.
on. Just gets you on that special level.
I tell you what, if you want a good day in, watch UFC and 1FC with Kimmy, because every time the card girls come out with a round number, it's Tom, Fitty's coming! I just got to the kitchen to grab something. Or Fitty's!
Not at all shallow. Not that I would do the same.
Oh shit, I forgot. Highlight of my week. I drove through Cockfosters.
Hey! One does not just drive through Cockfosters. Oh wait, that's more.
One cannot
What?
simply drive through Cockfosters unless they're avoiding the M25 due to traffic.
I think I once had a pint in Cockfosters.
A pint of what, my friend? Fosters or
Yeah,
cock?
I think it might have actually been Foster's. I thought I was on a jog. I just finished the gig and I thought, well, as I'm here, might as well have a pint of Foster's. Get on with it.
So you were a cock drinking Fosters in Cockfosters.
You see the joke?
I can. There.
She was pointing at me, listeners.
There we go.
How are you enjoying the completely generic whiskey?
Shit.
I after this weekend hunt, everything is so burned out on my face that it might as well just be orange water.
It is.
So I'm having to be very careful to keep drinking my non-alcoholic drink because I don't want to be a mess.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I think I'm at a position where I might just fall asleep beforehand.
Oh, have we ever had... Oh, no, we have had someone fall asleep.
Yeah, we've had Alex fall asleep on the podcast.
Alex fall asleep in the middle of some kind of social gathering.
Well, Alex,
Well, I never.
Alex did go and watch the UFC last night, which ended at 7 a.m, and he was awake the entire time.
Oh yeah, I was awake. It's
Oh, well
just,
done you.
The thrill of violence just kept me awake. I went there with an open mind. I'd never really been into it. I was like, well, people seem to be going on about it. I'll go and watch it. Go on then. And then after about 3 minutes, fucking get him! Get him!
It is really good with Jason. Jason's like, yeah, he knows his stuff.
Dude, your Wednesday.
No, first of all, need to clarify one more thing. Got some feedback from Rikard. His name is actually Rikard.
It is Rikard,
Alex
yep.
nailed it on the show where he said Richard, because English
Yeah.
people, for some reason, don't call him Rikard.
Is it that difficult?
Yeah, apparently. So when
Apparently
he speaks
so's my
English...
name.
Name's what, mate? Name's what, mate?
Fuck off.
Which is exactly what he said when
Yeah.
he said that Alex displayed exactly how he's had confrontations with English people in the past.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they just
mate, I
don't-
can't understand you. You're
don't pay
speaking
attention.
foreign.
So yeah,
Foreign.
awesome. Thank you,
God.
Rikard.
Oh, we can go back to that.
The world
Rikard.
makes sense again. So anyway, my Wednesday. So it's my day off. And the thing I love about our road, because I have to move my car at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, otherwise I get a ticket. So it means I'm up, ready to go, out, ready before 12. Went through, what am I going to do for 2 hours? So I thought, need a haircut. Go to Lee, go see Gary, who I've been seeing for... I've been seeing Gary for about 4 years now.
Please do tell.
This awesome Chinese dude that every time I go there, we end up talking about how he's going to China next year.
Oh, bless.
For 4 years.
It sounds
That's
like my
pretty cool.
holiday plans.
But yeah, so it was glorious sunshine, walking down the road and just scrolling through my phone, and walk up to Gary's Barber's and go to open the door and it's locked. It's like, oh, he's gone for a piss or something. So just wait outside. So I continue looking through my phone, and then I just think, what's this? Have a fart. No, I don't.
Oh, no.
No, I
You're
don't.
kidding.
What?
I felt
What?
a chocolate mud baby crawl across my Biffin's bridge, mate.
Oh, dear.
You shat yourself
I
in
shat
public,
myself in public.
and you weren't even drunk.
No.
Yeah.
Because earlier in the morning, I kicked you out of the bathroom to go to the toilet. It was like, oh, that was a bit liquid. But then, at that point, I was like, right, put the phone back, walk back to the car.
So you had to sit on it and drive back.
Luckily, I'm so prepared. So in the back of my car, I always have a bin bag and a bog roll in case ladies need to stop off in a hard shoulder
You
somewhere
are a
to have
teacher's
pee.
son. You've
No,
got everything
It's
ready.
because I've been pissed off enough by women making me pull over in a hard shoulder so they can jump out and have a wee.
Hang on 1 second. Can you explain the bin bag part?
Yeah,
of
the
the
bin
equation?
bag doesn't help.
My car is always full of rubbish.
Right. Okay.
If I have a bin bag in the car, I go,
So it
my
wasn't
car's
there
full
for
of
that
rubbish.
purpose.
No.
Because that kind of implied that this sort of thing happened a lot.
Yeah.
But
Women don't need a bin bag. I don't know what
I
everyone's told
had
you.
a bit of a trauma with that because it's like I've got all the tools I need, but I'm in broad fucking daylight on a glorious day in Lee, and everyone's walking down the
There's no
street
park
on a
there.
main road. So I'm like, I'll just put the bin bag on the seat and just drive. So, so yeah.
I love the way you have to write notes for your story, so you're reading it. Now it's cemented in pen and paper.
Yeah, definitely. I've been saying since Wednesday to Dad, I've got a story for you. Same for the podcast. So, yeah, driving home with like mushy taint feelings.
I think you can get that with chips, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, as I was driving back, actually, I saw, hang on, let's see what there's like. Yeah, as I was driving back, I saw a woman driving a massive people carrier, and on the back of it are two bumper stickers, and one was sexy fat girl on board with like the stereotypical mud flap girl, but with a huge belly.
Oh, okay.
Kind of silhouette thing. And then I'm on an adventure before dementia sticker.
Wow.
I laughed and gone, you know what? I'm enjoying today, despite the fact I shit myself, because this is going to be funny.
I like the fact that that car was classier than yours.
Yes.
Honk if you're disturbed.
But then
Honk if you've shot yourself.
But then, you know, I drove past her and cut her up and she honked and flashed at me, which was brilliant.
And flashed at you. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I've parked up. I've driven back here, parked up, just like jumped out of the car. And at that point, I'm like conscious, like there might be a stain or something on the back of my trousers. And there's people walking around the streets. Of course there is. So I write a note, first of all, on a piece of paper that's in my car saying, emergency, I'll be back in 10 minutes because they're going to clamp my car if I leave it on this road.
Yeah.
So leave that. I hold the bin bag behind me because I notice there's nothing, no seepage has happened. So the bin bag's still clean. Perfect. Hold it behind me just in case there's a stain. Walk up through the front door, have trouble trying to open the door with one hand because I've got this bin bag behind me, so I have to kind of like shimmy sideways, in. I piss myself laughing. Yeah.
Please don't say you piss yourself.
No, I didn't actually
Okay.
literally piss myself. Run upstairs, jumped in the shower. All the time I was showering, I just kept bursting into laughter. Chucked my shit in the wash, like all that kind of stuff. Drove back and then had a conversation with Gary about how he's going to China next year.
Totally styled it out, man. Totally styled it out.
Bravo.
Yeah, no, it was. I had a lovely day. It was so funny. I was so happy.
So, sometimes you just need to shit yourself. Clearly, I'll give it a try.
It puts everything in perspective.
We're all human.
So there we go.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Wow.
listeners.
First topic.
No, listeners, you didn't think we would overdo half an hour of intro, but we did.
No.
Last episode, we did less of an intro.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
really?
We were ranting about Brexit, so that's not bad.
I've not listened to that one yet. It's the first
Don't.
time I've not been up. No, I think I might do. It might fuel my vigour for the fact that I'm also very anti.
I mean, the intro's pretty
Apologies
good.
for that, listeners, as well. Again, sorry.
It's
I like
fine.
the way you apologise for that, but not about describing in quite detail about how you shit yourself.
Oh, come on, that's funny. if I can find amusement in that, so everyone
But
else.
sorry
can.
we aired our probably quite well thought out political viewpoints at some point in time that you may never have heard. However, not sorry about this.
I wrote a thing.
I'm sure you probably did. You were very angry.
I was very angry.
Did you just like headbutt the keyboard till the right letters came out?
No, I kind of.
Rage typing.
I kind
Caps
of.
lock,
It was. No, you're right. I got home from work and it's like, right, rage, and just got it all out. Yeah, it was my first attempt at kind of a satirical article.
You did very well,
Ooh.
mate. It was glorious.
Thank you very much. Shall we
Almost
go?
as glorious as my shit story.
Yeah, I'm thinking that you wrote the article about Brexit, not his poo story.
I've done one for both. I just
They're
have.
both equally important issues that affect the country.
Yes, definitely. I vote for your glands.
Should we get on with the show?
No!
Yeah! Whoop. Beth,
Right.
you haven't been on in
Go on,
ages.
kick it in the guts.
Which one?
Let's have a host one. One
Doing
from the
a
hot
host one?
part.
Give it a
Is
shot.
it the
Actually, yeah, shake
different
it up
part?
because I've put in a lot today.
Lovely.
Okay. it's not annoying, but I've put a fair amount into the host part that I really wanted to talk about, and they've come out when I'm not there.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it adds to like the excitedness of listening to the podcast instead of actually being on them. But it does make me feel that we need a retro textination kind of thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
Retro Texination.
Text. The Adam and Joe thing where they had retro textination on the podcast rather than on the radio show. You've actually got you calling in, texting in, blah, blah, blah.
Okay,
but the subject continues next week for retro textination. So that might be a possibility post.
With scope.
What
Yeah,
we have
it's
been
got
doing
scope.
is doing a warm-up with Taz, going through old topics from last podcast.
Oh yeah,
Well, just to get us into the into the vibe, into the groove.
yeah.
What we got?
We've got Heather. This is quite a good one actually. Antarctica or Arctic?
Antarctica.
Okay, next question.
Oh
Yeah.
no, but the Arctic has narwhals. Ah, shit! Oh, I thought it was going to be so easy for a second.
Yeah,
then
but penguins versus narwhals. I know
true.
which one I prefer.
And penguins plus, obviously, Shabnigarath.
And also,
He's left down there.
all of Antarctica, the entire place has gabba backing music, which just makes watching penguins fucking fantastic.
This has been solidified on this podcast.
Yeah, but we should actually make that video and put it on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I think it's on my phone once it gets fixed. Oh, I'm sure I can find
Let's
it
do it.
somewhere.
Let's do it. Gabba penguins.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Gabba penguins.
So Gabba penguins.
10 hours solid, gabba penguins. None of that David Attenborough wanker. Just,
If you can't handle listening to Gabba penguins post party like we did, you might be Tanya and leave. Yeah, I think Arctic as well.
Oh, I don't know. I quite like the Antarctic because it's nobody's place.
Yeah, Antarctic is really far.
And the Arctic, it's just a bunch of fucking ice.
But there are Russians there.
You could go to a bar, get
They're
some ice.
crazy.
Do you remember?
Crazy Russians.
Do you remember Command and Conquer? Is it Command and Conquer where you're like filling in the grey squares of the map?
No,
And
that's
you
Civilization.
Oh, Civilization then.
Yeah.
I really liked that when you could like hop over the sea.
Civ 2 that was, yeah.
So fun. Really pixelated but awesome. When you can just hop over to Arctic Circle. It's
Yeah,
really cool.
because in that game, the poles were basically just one square that bordered the entire planet.
Oh, okay.
So you could traverse the entire planet by just going to one of the poles and just walking round, and then go back down
So
another continent.
secretly, it was a game that was backed by the Flat Earth Society. Secret propaganda.
It was a ribbon Earth.
Yeah.
It's a step towards it, though, isn't it?
Pretty
It was
much.
a bridging propaganda.
Pretty much.
So as you
And it
brought
should
it
be
up,
taught in schools.
what the fuck is going on with the flat Earth bullshit right now?
I thought it was
They're
all a
fucking
joke.
crazy nuts. No, they're
Well,
real.
they are.
They're seriously real, and they're crazy, and they're
I
probably
thought-
now going to shoot us all with snipers.
I thought they would be trolling the Earth,
It's
know,
not
the
even
round
fucking
Earth.
level. What are they on about? Flat.
There's a
What's that? There's a fucking hill, mate. There's a fucking clue.
sick up. They got it right.
They
It's
got
nice and flat
volcanoes.
there.
Hang on, what if the Earth is actually just like a big sound wave? That's what all the hills are.
Have they never
It's
seen
God
things
saying,
coming over the horizon? How do they explain like being at sea and like can't see land? Oh, I can see land now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, it's
And the
because you're
fact-
closer. It's like,
Just-
no,
just
I'll be
'cause
able to
it's
see it
far.
from fucking miles away. If
No,
it's
And the
Yeah.
fact
They
that
just
you
think
can
it's
be
fun.
like you can be standing on the sea if there's a big expanse
can't.
of sea.
You stand
and
on a boat on the sea, Beth.
Oh yeah, well maybe you
Jesus.
can't. I am.
I know
Jesus
you've got
fucking
blue
coming.
hair now, but you're not actually a mermaid.
Oh.
Yet.
Yeah, we'll chop your legs off and replace them
I
with
have a
scales.
spell.
But if you can be standing on the coastline with a massive expanse of sea and see the horizon and it dip at both ends.
No, it's just an optical illusion, they say. And all of the photos of the world are all photoshopped by like all of the NASA and all of the satellite companies that they do to trick us specifically to make us pay
That
for
would
TV
involve
and stuff.
so many people being like the Americans.
but for
they
no
can't
benefit.
conspire their way out of a fucking paper bag.
But the thing is that
Show title.
there's no benefit to this epic conspiracy that involves all the astronauts and all the satellite people and all the aeroplane companies and everyone. Because they said partly it was like they could charge you more fares to fly you like further ways when really the place is really close. And it's like, why?
Is that it? Is that their justification?
But yeah, because
Or-
your EasyJet flight costs £10 more if they pretend the world isn't flat. It makes no sense.
Fucking hell.
Like, the website reads like a joke. You go on it and you're like, this is the most amazing piece of satire I've ever read. Oh, look, they've even got merchandise with t-shirts. This is really funny. Maybe I'll get some of that. This isn't a fucking joke.
So they've managed to figure out
I'm gonna buy
websites
one
and
anyway.
merchandise printing.
Yeah.
Oh, bless them. At least their brains
Sending
are
the
that
signals
far involved.
round the
I mean,
world.
it comes to like just such a weird, fascinating thing. Because I remember like a couple of times I went seeking other websites. Like I sought out a Church of Satanism just to have a read. It's like, oh, this is going to be weird and dark, and then read it. It's like, I actually know this is all really reasonable.
It is
and then it's
pretty
like, oh, let's find out what the Church of the Invisible Flying Spaghetti Monster is, the Pastafarians.
Yeah.
And then started reading that, and then kind of, oh, this thing with Bertrand Russell with the team. Oh, fuck me, that's like really intelligent. And then you go to the Flat Earth, which sounds like a fucking joke, sounds like a Terry Pratchett novel, and it's ridiculous.
But it reads like satire itself. You
I've got
can't
to check
take
it
the
out.
piss out of it because it is just so perfectly written.
Excellent. I'm going to have to read.
Which is why I thought they were trolling the Earth. Are they not? Do they seriously believe it?
Well, I'm not sure like what the original intention was, but people have got very on board with
Right,
it, and there are
yeah.
people that are really defending it and have got very aggressive in defending this sort of
Oh, bless
opinion
them.
and
Oh,
go around
diddums.
and like if you go on to like they've got Facebook pages and stuff, so and the comment sections are just gold.
Oh, excellent. I need to check
It's
this shit
just
out.
you just wish it didn't exist. You wish it was satire, but I've come to the conclusion that it isn't, and I really hope I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
I don't think I am.
See, now, when it comes to like this, all the conspiracy theory bullshit, I can't help but feel that maybe, like, the real conspiracy theory is that there are people out there putting out conspiracy theories to, like, breed an atmosphere of anti-intellectualism for, I don't know, some reason. I don't care. But I
But
don't...
lowering the
it's
IQ is the best way
ridiculous.
of controlling the populace.
Yeah, there you are. There's one way, I guess, but
And putting things out there for people to find, like those signals for those, dead radio stations from like the First World War and the Cold War and stuff, where they just leave
well,
the signals going.
number
and-
stations,
Yeah, all of
yeah.
that. Like,
oh my god, do you know
give
that?
people something to find, and then you can just basically parade around with your massive, like, actual conspiracy, and no one notices because they're too busy looking at some
I
feast.
think
There we are. The conspiracy is the conspiracies.
Tell you what, number stations are really good to fall asleep to. You know, like people
You
have
say
those,
White
that,
noise.
but it's programming you.
it's programming me to sleep because it's a nice like rhythmic and
White noise.
Yeah, it's white noise exactly, and you've even got
It's
the hiss
ASMR.
of
But
like
isn't
a
it quite
long
nice?
wave radio.
Like, is it quite nice to just have, if it is people putting it out there just to like fuck with people and stuff like that, isn't it quite nice that that is adding the mystery to the world that we know so much about?
It's not adding any mystery whatsoever, though.
No,
It's adding pretend
it's-
mystery.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. It's adding like the little like fantasy world that is man-made.
It seems like a lot of effort.
It does.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think it's real, but I quite like the
you know-
idea of just like putting something on there and complete like why not just leaving something on for people to go what's that? What's that?
Well, it's
I
like,
am the mystery maker now.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's the whole idea that America kind of encouraged the UFO conspiracy stuff just to like
With
put
their-
just to put the shitters on Russia during the Cold War.
What's
it was to
Area
make-
51?
Yeah.
it was to actually make Russia spend money on researching in that area. So it was actually an economic reason. It was
Yeah, like a
making
lot of the
them
stuff
spend
with there's
money.
various stuff with the
Yeah.
with kind of like the Nazis were obsessed with finding various religious artifacts and stuff. So if you just like seeded some information, you'd be like, here's how to waste so many hundreds of thousands of pounds of our
Yeah.
rivals' military fund. They're going to go chase a cup that
Man-made
never
mystery.
existed to start with.
yeah.
And on that note, I'm sticking with Antarctica.
Yeah, Arctic. Done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we've fairly conclusively and well thought out the points in relation to that argument.
Cheers,
Absolutely.
Heather. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'll be satisfied with our answer.
Antarctica, FTW.
Next.
Next one, Tom.
Thomas?
Something from Il Community.
Community
The
chest.
community chest.
Community chest.
Community chest.
I would
community
love to
chest.
see our community
What is that
chest.
one? Is there like a special one that's like taped up to the top of that chest?
Oh, there was.
The
What
question
is that?
that
What
is
is
never
that?
supposed to be read.
At the top, in the lid of our community chest, there is a topic taped.
All right, shall we check it out?
With electrical
What is
tape.
that?
I'm sorry, whatever topic that was. I'm taking the secret topic that's been sellotaped to the inside. I genuinely have no idea what this is.
I bet
You're
it's-
kidding.
It's all a bit clandestine following on from the previous topic. It's either going to be
Who's
amazing
that?
or really anticlimactic.
I bet it's the Dom's veto for another day.
You've got 7 hours to find this artifact before you all die. Go and let's go to Rome.
Fortunately, it's a topic we've already had.
Oh.
Well, fuck
I
it.
thought it might.
It's actually just an old topic that someone's decided to tape to the inside of the lid. It was it was Captain Sickbeard, right, Dom? Saying lie to tell yourself, which is one we've already done. It was the veto
Yeah.
topic.
It was the veto
That's
topic,
why
as
it's been
as I
taped.
mentioned. Yeah.
See, man-made mysteries. Shit.
Soz. Okay, next one.
Let's do it.
And it is Captain Sickbeard, right, Dom?
Oh, you're right.
Hello, Dominic.
For fuck's sake, I thought we left this in last week.
What's that?
Is Brexit a wanky buzzword? Yeah, I've already said it's a bad commenter.
Yes, it is.
It's
Next.
awful.
Next.
I've only used it twice in my life, and the only other time was here, so I could explain something. It is pointless branding.
Yes.
Next.
But it's also a nice thing to call people. It was a fun thing
You're
to
a
call
fucking
people.
Brexit,
I
aren't
bet
you?
you voted Brexit, didn't you? You can.
Fucking wanker.
It's lovely.
Yeah, but they may
Sorry, listeners that have voted.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. They may have voted Brexit for completely different reasons. They could have actually done it probably not rehearsed. Researched, and they could have been seriously thinking they were making a difference. So they could have been doing
we
it.
could just
Absolutely.
use it to
No,
refer
that's
to
true.
people that voted because of immigrants.
No, let's not doing this for a third show running.
I've got one more.
Please.
Constipated. Try Brexit. People who are full of shit.
Thank you, Dom, for that topic.
Well played, sir.
Next.
Right, let's have one from the host box. Sorry,
Yeah.
Captain Sickbeard, but we're not going to do it for the third show.
There you go, Bex. What we got? What have we got?
Community chest. No, this is host pop.
Can you please pull that pop shield away from that mic? Every P you do, I can hear it. I know I'm being anal, but
I
it's
thought
just
it was
bugging
because
me.
I was coming around here.
It is also that, but it's
Sorry.
mainly because it was actually like
Okay.
that close. That's better.
It's got a good inch now.
That's good.
That's what she said.
That's right.
You're just applauding each other now.
Bex!
Yes? Hi! Hi, sweetie, can I talk now? No, fine. I've got the question though, so I kind of have to.
Flash.
It's a
Flash
good-
now. Flash.
It's not got a question mark. It's not a full stop.
Hey! Yay! Yay!
Cleavage!
That'll be a £5 each. I'm a classy girl. This question, which hasn't even got a question mark, which is from Heather, and it says
Two already?
in capital letters, cake. Discuss with too many S's. I'm
Well,
not quite
everybody knows it's a made-up drug.
She literally. What was it? Was it shit out her own pelvis?
Yeah, go watch Brass Eye.
Yeah, brass eye.
Yeah.
Brass eye, blue
Chris
jam,
Morris
everything.
is awesome.
It's the best explanation of cake ever, of course.
Yes. Heather loves cake.
Yes.
She
Heather
really
loves cake.
loves cake.
Oh, she loves
Big
cake.
fan of cake.
And do you know what? She is a cake.
Oh,
She's a
cheesecake.
little lovely cake.
the wedding I've just been to, the cake was
Oh, yeah, good.
a fucking castle. A
Like, literally.
three-tiered castle.
No, I'm making,
Was it actually a castle?
Jealous. I
it was
wish I was there.
outrageous. Oh, it was fantastic.
And more importantly, was it fucking? Because I'm imagining
An actual
Cren-
castle with
crenellations.
little things.
crenellations going into arrow slits.
It was mid-mount, yes.
One wedding I went to, which is Duff, the bassist of Talanas. Boo, big up.
Big up.
That was really street. Well done.
Boo, yeah, what up? Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to put a fat Cypress Hill beat over that.
Boo, big up. Boo, big up. His wedding, it was a cheesecake. So it was different wheels of cheese.
That's
Oh,
good.
wicked.
It was tasty.
I obviously object to that on many levels, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that's
lot of cow shit in there. What?
cow juice, not shit.
That's no way to talk about Duff.
Yes. So anyway, cake is all right.
That actually makes a lot of sense because, like, usually wedding cakes don't really seem to get touched that much. Because
Well, I don't actually like fruitcake, which is the traditional wedding cake.
Yeah.
it's
rough.
yeah.
and people
It
always
can be
have the
bullshit.
same cake for different tiers, and I'm like, well, no, you
Yeah,
have
what's the
one
point?
cake for each tier, and then you just can have multiple flavors of cake. Like, why would you could have multiple cakes? Why would you only have one cake if you
I
have
had the
multiple tiers?
same cake for every single tier, but
See,
that's
that's
because
a
I had
waste.
white chocolate and raspberry.
Yeah.
Your cake
Perfect.
was fucking
Classy.
good.
I don't
It's the only
remember.
classy thing out there.
I didn't have any of it.
It was a very beautiful cake.
I forgot eating because there were too many people.
Did you attack it with a sword, or did I make that up?
Yes,
Yeah.
we had a
Oh,
sword
thank
from
God.
World War II in our attic.
Well, it was from Donaldson, wasn't it?
No, it was from our house. I think.
No, I think it was stored at our house. I think it was from
Oh,
Donaldson.
I don't know.
You should know. It was your fucking wedding, mate.
You are my staff. You should know these things.
You complete...
Anyway.
No, don't worry. I'm not
Cake.
going to go there.
I'm not so much for cake. I prefer gatto.
I prefer savoury things. Next
That
question.
gatto dough.
Da gatto
Gatto
dough.
dough.
Da gatto
That gatto
dough.
dough.
Brownies are good. They're so squeegee.
Oh, they have a place.
Special.
What?
Brownies are special.
There's a slightly kind of sexual kind of look on Tom's face when he said that.
They're the cake that's come out a bit abnormal. They're not quite finished.
You are after you've eaten them. Anyway, moving on.
So cake good.
But,
Cake is amazing.
For every brownie you see, there are two cake parents. They're severely
So
disappointed.
Not every kind of
Pointed.
cake.
I can't talk. I'm
The only
shutting up
reason-
now.
No, the only reason you couldn't talk is because I talked over you and confused you. I love you.
And that's why I love you.
I love
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Alex,
we're having
Alex
a
has an objection against cake.
I do have an objection. There is.
Should I just hit him now?
You. There is.
Order,
Right,
order.
I've got my hand on his throat. Okay.
So you're claiming
Voice his
that
objection.
you love every kind of cake.
No!
Even when if you go to a sewage processing plant and they have those big separation tanks and they
yeah.
dry
I
things
feel
out
that
and then they
this is
compact
not
it,
about
and what
cake.
you're left with is called cake.
Yes,
Or a-
well, I
or
love
a
every
urinal cake.
Alex, I love every slag, but I don't like runoff from an ironworks.
Why not? I've had a
It's
lot
not
of fun.
the same.
I've had a lot of fun with slag heaps.
Look, we can't talk pedantics all
Don't
day.
talk about Beth that way.
Let's put the foot to the metal.
They used to call me the Dudley Hillfucker.
Let's roll.
Where's old Alex again? Have you been out on slag heaps again?
Have we gone
I've
to
got more than
Devon
that.
Townsend again?
Have you been out on them slag heaps?
I quite like carrot cake.
I've never had carrot cake, and that's my favourite cake.
Sorry, that was.
The indignation.
Oh God, you've got to stop shouting into that microphone.
Sorry, dude. Sorry. You've never had carrot cake.
Give me carrot cake.
You've never had my
what do you mean
carrot.
Give it
had
to
carrot
her
cake?
hard.
I've never put it in my system.
Why not?
Because I've never had the opportunity.
I will
had the
feed you
opportunity.
carrot cake, Beth. I will feed
I
you
make
carrot
a good
cake,
carrot
and it
cake.
will be suspicious.
He makes a pretty mean fucking carrot cake.
Tom, how dare you never give
It's
me
my
carrot cake?
favourite cake to make.
Cake it to maker.
Like to make it a bacon cake.
I think I've never had carrot cake because when carrot cake's been on offer, chocolate cake's also been on offer.
Oh, it's much better than
Oh,
chocolate cake.
mate, chocolate cake's a bitch.
Yeah, it is.
It's my bitch.
Have my pecan walnut carrot cake.
Nuts. No,
Oh, fuck off.
I don't want your nuts, Tom. That's rude
Inappropriate.
and incestual. Incestuality has got its own jingle. That's what it was. You've heard it.
Shall we put some effects on it?
Incestual.
Fucking put a donk on it.
Put a banging sister on it.
There's nothing wrong with incest. It promotes good family ties.
Oh, I like your orange knob, Tom. That's nice. And go.
He's got more than one. That's what's disturbing. And it doesn't work. He's got
Make
more
me
than
sound
one knob,
wonderful.
and they don't work.
Tom, you need to learn how to
Are we all
use
just
the-
watching my
do,
brother
do,
play
do.
with his knobs?
Yes, we are.
We're watching him
It's-
try to play with his knobs and it not work.
I've just forgot how to use it, did you?
One day you'll learn. One day.
Jesus.
Isn't this Tom Curry in Legend?
Yeah, pretty much.
Incestual.
Lovely.
we go.
Oh, that was fun.
Totally
Anyway,
worth
so
it.
cake, that's the end of that. Next.
Next.
Thank you,
Next.
Heather, for that one. Further for that one.
I will take a
Oh,
sandwich over a
God,
cake
the
any day.
responsibility.
Oh, fuck off.
The burden
No,
of
we haven't finished with this
responsibility.
topic, apparently. You'll take a sandwich over cake.
Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
I
You
love
two
me a
are just
sandwich.
wrong and need to be
Savoury's way better
burned
than
at the
sweet.
stake.
It's
I
so
agree,
much better.
except for cake.
Do you know what cake doesn't ever have? Bacon.
I'm not.
Yes, it-
Cupcakes.
Oh,
Cupcakes with bacon.
You're not a bacon fan.
Hello, internet. I am not a bacon fan.
I was going to say, Taran, in this day and age, the internet exists. There's definitely a bacon cake.
There's
on the
baking
internet.
cupcake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had one of those actually.
Morons.
I've had a maple and bacon cake.
Yeah.
Cupcakes don't count. They're only snack size. It's not a real cake. Go on, Alex. Read out. I've got nowhere to go other than I really like BLTs. I had one. I had one yesterday.
Arctic, yeah?
It was pretty good. Yeah, Antarctica.
Arctic rolls.
Antarctica.
Willkommen.
One from a Mr. Dave Vincent.
Oh, we haven't had one from Dave in a
And
a
he's
while.
asking,
That's true. All right, Dave.
physical media, i.e. CDs, DVDs, vinyls, blah, 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 or download/streaming services? Discuss.
The amount of places I've had to move massive amounts of CDs to and from makes me really hate it. However, the artwork that is supplied and the fact that you can put on a CD and listen to it from start to finish and read the artwork whilst it's going is something that no one can touch. That's gorgeous. That's a lovely experience.
I
Yeah.
really miss having a CD player just so I can put on my CDs. Because most of my music listening these days is done through YouTube. Playing the albums.
You're part of the problem, aren't you?
No. I'm mostly
Always, not just on this topic either.
Just in life.
No, I spend a lot of time playing the albums that I've bought.
Oh, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
fair
I
enough.
because I
Yeah.
simply don't have a CD player. I will take
On a computer which has a CD drive.
No.
No, I don't.
No,
I
he has a
have a
Surface.
Microsoft Surface because I'm an
Because you're a
absolute
dick.
bellend.
Yeah.
It's really cool though.
Oh well, no, the Surface Pros are wicked. The RT is, I don't know, just Bill Gates' little joke.
But it doesn't have a CD player.
What really annoys me about I buy a lot of my music. I've just bought a load of DVDs recently of films that I've loved, and I really need to
What's the impetus for that? Why
because
do
I
you-
really, 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 really want to own them, and I also want the special features, and I just want to have like a session where I'm just putting on a DVD and just going for it.
But what's going to stop you getting the digital version? Why is the digital version lesser than the physical?
That is actually like from the stuff we've got at home. So we've got a couple of TVs in our home that can't actually connect to our computers
Okay.
because of like certain resolutions and stuff like
So
that.
you're basically the Flintstones living in the Jetson age. Right, okay, got you.
But also, like, it's just quite nice to actually own it and actually be able. It's a talking point as well when people come around, like, "Have you seen this?" Rah, 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 and you can physically like look at it, and it's a concentration, and you're using it in your hand. But also, when I've been buying digital albums, which is most of the albums that I'm buying right now, and some of them, fucking FKA Twigs only releases on digital, and she only released her last one on iTunes, which really annoyed me because I had to get the frickin' iTunes to be able to download it. It doesn't play in track 1 to track whatever, or at least I don't know how to make it do that. It just shuffles them around. So
Yeah,
you're not.
you just don't know how to use iTunes.
I just don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
But if
It's
I
just
don't know,
one button.
Yeah, you have to select one thing.
okay, I know that I might be being stupid, but I am not
No.
ridiculously stupid on
iTunes is a cunt to use.
It's awful.
It has
It is
become
terrible.
that way.
Yeah,
awful.
definitely. If you've
They
grown
have
up
made
with it,
effort.
If
then
I
it's
can't
alright,
do it,
but-
imagine like my parents and stuff like that. All these other people probably are
Yeah.
worse
Yeah.
at figuring it out than me. So it's just ruining. Like if an artist has figured out exactly the track listing,
Yeah, things have
absolutely.
moved
Yeah,
away
yeah,
from
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Most people don't listen to entire albums anymore. People have the attention spans of gnats, and they
Yeah,
listen to like
yeah, and they'll just
30% of
skip.
a song. And they
the
listen
album chart doesn't matter anymore. It's all
Yeah.
about that one track.
It's about the one track, and that's partly because pop music only makes one good track per album.
Well,
whereas, like you know,
yeah, I mean, just like in general, just like across the
but
genres.
it has moved away from things being complete albums. In some ways, I find that a real shame because there's some of my
Absolutely.
older albums where I used to listen to the entire album, and it was a very beautiful experience. Like the first CD of The Fragile by Nine Inch Nails, for example.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
It's like a continuous story. It's a singular
Yes.
experience.
Absolutely,
that album,
yeah.
and it's a shame to now kind of just listen to one song. And I'm like, I used to listen to the whole thing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's kind of put me
And
off doing that, which is a shame.
That track, that CD in particular, when it comes on my iPod and shuffle, I just skip it because I don't want to listen to one track. Like if you listen to one of
Yeah.
those tracks out, it's got all tracks on that album have got a very long intro.
Well, they blur. It's designed to be,
but that's
a
what's beautiful
continuous
about
thing.
the album,
Yeah.
which you lose shuffling through your
Yeah,
iPod.
so I think
Yeah.
that's a shame because it has taken people away from
Yeah.
admiring an entire body of music.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also hate the fact that a lot of people now listen to things on stuff like Spotify and digital and stuff, and they're not even necessarily downloading them. And
Or paying
it's
for
got
them very much.
well, it's more that it's got to the point now where there's loads of older songs that have been remastered to fuck. and they
Overproduced.
they update them and things. So if you want to listen to old stuff they used to have on vinyl, it doesn't sound right anymore because
That's a
they've
very good
changed it.
argument.
And if you're just listening to it streaming, they'll change that track, and the one you're listening to now wasn't the one you were listening to a year ago.
You don't have the nostalgia hit.
Absolutely.
But you can't retain that original version that made you love the song because they are updating it on their servers.
That's ooh.
And
In a similar way, like...
I didn't realise that was going on. That's weird.
Because there's loads of like the David Bowie tracks, and they all got remastered, and I do not like the way they sound now because they were designed for a vinyl medium, and they took into account the warmth of that physical media, and now they've remastered them, and they've lost some soul, and that makes me sound a bit wanky. But
No, it's completely true.
No.
it's completely true with some of those tracks because they have overly tried to make them high definition to suit today's standards, and it takes away from it. And if you don't own the vinyl or one of the really early CDs before they remastered them, you can't hear it anymore because you are just streaming whatever they choose to give you a version of that song.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of us around this table really like prog music, and they often have, what do you call it when an album's got a story behind it? Concept albums. That's screwed.
Why?
If you're listening to it in digital media, if you've not figured out how to harness your delivery system into playing
Beth,
from start to finish.
You mean turn off the shuffle button?
Don't tar us with the same brush. We know how to turn off shuffle. But because
it does
saying
discourage it.
that because I've never bought a physical Haken album, but I've listened to every single Haken album. I've bought every Haken album. I enjoy the digital medium. I like the fact. Although saying that, if I'm given the option, I will buy the physical and the digital version.
Yeah, I like it when they do combo packs for things.
That's even better for me because I don't have to buy it twice because I do like having
we
CDs.
don't get like secret tracks anymore. That's the other thing I really, really loved was like secret tracks hidden on
where you're
things.
just like playing the last track and it just goes on for ages, and then you've got a track that comes in like 5 minutes later.
Occasionally, like I would have an album on and I'd be doing something and I'd be half asleep, and then a secret track would come on, and I'd be fucking terrified because it'd be something really loud and heavy. But other than that, I really liked the idea that they were these hidden gems, or you'd have a CD like for Deftones, I think it was, you'd put it in, and there was like a little game you could play and a little thing that came up. So there was sort of
I forgot about that.
Yeah, there was this extra stuff, and now you just get the tracks you've paid for and you know what they are, and there's none of that kind of like extra experience, as well as not having a physical thing with any artwork.
I think they probably also moved that stuff into the digital realm, so they've incorporated that into like virtual reality experiences, or like Bjork, or they've done videos on YouTube, or they've done some making of videos like In Flames did for I think it was Truth Behind the Mirror, or whatever the album's called, where the extra stuff is also digital.
Well, there's like the websites like Nine Inch Nails Secret Mystery Tour that they did. The amazing like game that you could play seeking out hidden things on other websites. But I liked secret tracks. I really liked it.
I think this comes from
Secret
being
tracks
the generation that we are.
Yeah,
though.
absolutely.
We were born in the 80s. We grew up in a world where the buying of physical things was the culture.
I used to record things off the radio onto cassette.
Yeah. Me and Tom used to do that when we were little.
And now we host a podcast. Couldn't see that coming.
See, I find I'm really selective about it, and it, sorry, it comes down to how much passion I have for the thing.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Films and games. If I can get that in a digital format, fuck it, don't give a shit. I'll have it that way. That's easier. But when it comes to music and books, absolutely, I want the physical products, especially books.
Yeah, no, I can't read digital books. I'll read about like a third the book and I'll give up.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Kindle's fine if you're going...
Amazon Marketplace, search for Walking Out by Taran Wilmore. Download the ebook right now. We haven't done that for a while.
Subtle plug.
But ebooks are shit.
Oh yeah, do. I haven't sold enough in any one region to get paid for that shit, so please go out and buy it.
Yeah, for those who love digital
Check the
books,
show notes.
then totally support Taz, but yeah.
It's been in there every
But then you
episode.
also have the if you're buying digitally, you have it instantaneously.
That's what I love, and I've got it in FLAC as well.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
lossless codecs are just amazing.
Geek.
But I just really like the artwork, like feeling through the artwork and having something to touch and smell and
it's the smell in
Absolutely,
particular.
yeah.
The smell of books. Wow, there's nothing.
Nothing
that
gets
smells
you
quite as good.
harder, does it?
Apart from maybe
Lynching.
naked women.
garlic and vaginas smell a little bit better.
Whoa!
Not combined, yeah. Not one than the other.
If you're going to be offensive, can you do it into the mic, Alex?
Not at the same time, obviously. But.
I was going to say I was going to say you've obviously been going to those Isle of Wight titty bars. All right, fine. Fuck all of you.
Tumbleweed.
Sorry, we were having a
They
problem.
grow a lot of garlic on the Isle of Wight. Oh,
I thought you were going to be
And
quiet.
dinosaurs. They grow a lot of dinosaurs too.
And they're falling away into the sea.
So,
So,
I've forgotten what the question was. Should we just
Physical
have another one?
versus
Physical
digital.
media.
Arctic or
Yeah.
Antarctica?
I think they both have their pros and their cons. The physical media
let's just
effects,
support.
you argued a very good case saying like the
I can't
warmth.
even remember what I said, but
Well,
yeah,
if
I'm
something,
sure I did.
If music art is created with a medium in mind, then that's kind of how
Yeah.
you want to listen to it.
That sounds like
Bowie
me.
with vinyl.
Yes, that
done.
very much sounds like me.
Whereas digital media now is what we are producing on. It's what we are.
the thing is
Thinking
with...
about.
Your Nicki Minaj you probably want on digital download.
How, so we're really concentrating. Sorry, Taz.
Yeah, sorry. I know the thing is with books in particular is I had this weird moment when I was moving into this house, and it's like, oh, this is so easy because like I imagine all those people who have collections. I don't collect anything, and then I looked at my bookshelf and went, oh no, actually I well do.
Yeah, I remember the conversations
will-
about you with your fucking bookshelf.
I, I will go for a book every time, but I will go digital if it makes sense to. For instance, if I'm going away for work for a while, I'll just take something with a Kindle and just buy a load of books on that and do it that way because that's a lot lighter to carry.
Do you know what else is really good about books though? Because when I go on holiday or when I go to see friends and stuff, like if they're important friend, like none of you lot, but I will take books with me. But
Shut up, Becky.
violence may ensue. I was going to make a really nice point, which was all like nice and fluffy, and now I just want to do some serious physical harm to you.
I'll film it.
And I want to watch.
Secondary income stream. But I often take books on holiday with me if I'm going to read them, and then I leave them for someone else to find.
Oh, that's nice.
Or if I've gone to see someone and they've let me go to stay with them for a while and they're an important friend and I've got a book that I think they really like, when I finish reading it, I'll leave it in their house for them to find. And you can't do that
Yeah.
with digital.
Swap
You can't
books.
leave something for somebody.
Apparently that makes me nervous. Like, you're talking about leaving a book behind.
What, like a child?
My nut
No, you-
jumped up into my body when you said it. It's like, oh, no.
You never leave a book behind.
But you leave
that's
you leave
nice.
books, and then I find other books in like little places to read. I found some amazing books in like weird little shops in foreign countries where people have got secondhand books, and I leave them a book and I take a book.
That is
Wow,
nice.
you're like some kind of heretic Gideon leaving books of
Literal.
literature.
Yeah, but like with really fucked up cyberpunk books. Yeah.
I was recently listening to a very old Richard Herring podcast. I think it was
I'm listening.
with Peter Serafinovich, the amazing voiced man. You remember?
Of course I know who he
Yeah.
is.
His name is Serafinovich.
Hi,
Yeah.
it's Dom. Is it Dom? Spaced.
Yeah, probably. Your mum.
And yours.
And he was talking to they were talking about a book that I can't remember the name of, and they were saying how amazing it was, but it was so big that Richard Herring took it on holiday with him and then tore it in half because it was so heavy and he couldn't fit it in his bag again, and gave the first half, because it takes so long to read, he gave the first half to someone who was there and just took the last half back so he could read it. And this person has the half the book. Apparently it's amazing, but I forgot the name.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
get that shit with digital.
No.
Pros and cons either way.
I have to say, like the only book I've read digitally was Dante's Inferno, and that was difficult.
Well, yeah, it's poetry. Poetry's hard.
And to be honest, the physical medium is just so convenient for books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't look like a prick on your phone as well, or on a tablet or whatever.
No, you look clever because
you
you've
look
got
clever.
a book.
Exactly. No one bothers
I could get
you.
paper cuts, danger!
Oh, sorry. Quick,
being unsociable for
Very
a
quick aside. I started a new book recently. It's called Ghost Stories. It's by Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are the demonologists from The Conjuring.
I was going to say, I
life.
recognise those names.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's a book based on their stories in demonology, and I could tell I'm going to enjoy it. In the very first story, she met JFK in a barracks somewhere.
Wow.
And then in the third story, she had a psychic conversation with Bigfoot.
You're really selling this.
Oh, it's fantastic. I'm going to love it.
I don't know how you find things. You just Google some random shit on Amazon.
No,
and see what comes up.
I'll tell you how I found that. I cleaned up the fly floor at the Haymarket. I got rid of all the shit that's been up there for decades, and that was one of the things that I found. So, oh shit, I know these guys. Let's read this.
Treasure hunting.
So finding books that other people have left. So you do like people that leave books behind.
Yeah, but I'm not going to leave it behind myself. I will gather.
So,
I will
so
not
you
leave.
you will take the joy of finding books, but you deny anyone else the
Oh no,
pleasure.
I'm with Taran on
I'm
this
a
one.
kleptomaniac, aren't I, for
Absolutely.
books?
You're just a bit of an arse.
One
Who put that topic in?
that was Dave Vincent.
Mate.
Nailed
Good
it, mate.
topic.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
not finished yet. So movies. Fucking hate DVDs and Blu-rays.
No,
and
right,
all
again,
this
such a
bullshit.
pain in
Moving
the
stuff
arse.
around and
Moving
having to
shit-
store them is
And it's
terrible,
like,
but I
this is-
love having a library of the stuff I love.
No, you can have it on your fucking computer. That's
No, I love it being there, and I can look at it, and I can get
No,
when
I
I
hate
want
that.
to when I want to go for a movie, and I don't want to have to like figure out where to stream it and shit like that.
It takes
I can
too much
look at my
space.
library and go, "Hey, I've got great taste," and I can pick up a movie.
My DVD collection is so important to me. It's in the corner behind us,
him, right there.
right now, where it's been since we moved
It's
in.
under that
Haven't
not-
touched it once.
It's under that unused lamp.
We know.
Hey, 28 Days Later trilogy, yeah!
See, the only thing, like when it comes to films, the only ones I'm interested in keeping hold of are those that are going to be otherwise really difficult to find.
Independent films, stuff like that.
Kind of weird shit and just out of the way shit. I will have that because at least then I've got a way of getting it. But
So things you
otherwise-
don't want on your browser history. Like
Yeah.
Tom's favourite DVD that
Bitch,
he
I
has to
used
keep
Tor
in
for that shit.
physical.
Oh, you fucker! I've forgotten about it.
I forgot about that.
Foot porn behind me. Yes.
But they're looking
that's
at
a good
you.
DVD, that is.
Like, you wouldn't want that digital. You need to see the cover, don't you? You love it.
Pixelated feed.
Because if I completely got rid of all the physical media in this house, it would end up as my wallpaper, just the screen, the cover of that fucking DVD.
Literally. Yeah.
I want to create a media server very soon and get rid of all my DVDs because they're currently under the sofa because I can't stand looking at them because
They
there's
take
so
a
many.
lot of space, yeah.
I've got so many fucking DVDs. So many machines. Sorry.
Oh my god, you got
Apex
so many
Twin joke
DVDs
for everyone there.
Rachard.
Niche.
But there we go.
When did she become Valley Girl? Oh my god, you got so many machines, Richard.
Blame my fucking sister. It's
that's what I do
literally,
most
oh,
of
you
the
got
time.
so many machines, Richard.
Yeah, but it
That's
was
all it
right.
is.
The reason the whole
so you decided to do it in the voice of Moonbeam Zappa.
because there's a restaurant in Whitby called Red Chard,
Fucking hell.
and Hannah and I literally lay on the floor when we were walking.
You're like, where should we get dinner? Should we go to Richard? Let's go to Richard.
Hannah and I, like, literally, we were holding our sides, going, "Oh, Richard." Got so many menus, Richard.
What Apex Twin track is it actually from? I can't even remember.
I can never remember. And then when I'm listening to the album,
Drugs, but I can't remember.
Yeah,
which
it's-
one.
but I'm
the
listening
drugs.
to the entire
probably
album, and
called,
it's like
Ongi Bongloss 13.
it probably is actually. I was recently at a party, and it was like the end of the party, and most of the people had gone to bed, and I put on the bouncing ball. I was very, I changed the mood of that room. Everyone was very uncomfortable, and then put on Tiesto or something.
Oh god, what kind of horrible
Steve
party are
Aoki.
you at?
Right, should we move on to the next topic?
Yarp.
So, from the host pot, what do we've got?
Nah, son. I'm going to invoke Turbo Mecha Pol Pot Return of.
Yeah, alright.
Because I went out. So here's one of the things I held back from my stories of the wedding.
Never hold back.
Saf,
Ladies.
the bride, her younger brother is Captain Sickbeard.
You alright, Dom?
All right, Dom.
Mate!
So I took the field recorder along because he floated the idea of doing a phone-in topic so we can hear some voices. This is how we heard Ricard's voice.
Yeah.
Beth. So I took the field recorder along to make it happen. We've got I think we got two. Well, we'll do one for this show.
We do. And it's unfortunate because Ricard posted up, I posted up a picture of, I think it was Bex in the Pot Topic community. Go to Facebook, go to the group.
Good way of getting you likes.
I apologise for my face in advance.
Beautiful face.
Oh, shut up.
And then
Beautiful.
Ricard, I posted basically getting your audio topics now, and Ricard was like, "I'm busy recording. How long have I got?" Shit. So we don't have one from Ricard, but here's one from Captain Sickbeard.
Have a little sippy. Okay. I'm starting the recording now. This is I'm just taking a sip of Dom's whiskey.
Hello.
How you doing, Dom? So,
I'm
Dom,
fine.
you started the idea of a phone-in question topic thing.
Yes.
And we've not heard anything from you.
Yes.
So, what is your topic?
My topic. Well, first I'd like to say hello, Rikard. I'm fine. How are you, Rikard? I don't know. I could ask Rikard. What did you have for breakfast today?
What do you, that's the topic. What did we have for breakfast today?
Yeah, let's have that as the topic. What did
Okay,
we have
fine.
for the topic?
Wicked.
Okay.
Ah, it's nice. Call back to the very first question. The very first topic we ever did was breakfast.
Was it?
Yeah.
That was very long ago. That's like, yeah.
Yeah. Nice one. Cheers.
So yeah, that was Captain Sickbeard, everyone.
So his audio topic is a response to the slowest form of communication topic from last podcast.
Yeah, but
no,
is this
the
not-
second to last
and
podcast.
a callback to the very first topic we ever did.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
So what did we have for breakfast?
Rum.
Rocket?
I had rum today. Rum was my breakfast.
I also like the fact that his topic was talking to Rikard through us. I feel thoroughly used.
2 issues ago, we had a topic from Rikard, which is slowest form of communication. All right, Dom, how are you doing?
Oh, I love this. It's so making my heart.
It's
feel
lovely,
so-
isn't it? Absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
I have to say,
Across the oceans.
I think my breakfast probably
Oh,
wins.
I'm sorry, hang on 2 seconds. I'll have to correct myself. Last issue, we had one from Rikard, which was, what are you doing this weekend? And Captain
that
Sickbeard
come on?
responds with, what did you have for breakfast?
There's a
We're in a
code.
time... No, it's because we're in a time warp.
So, rum,
Fine. I had rum.
Alex,
Me, right. Well, I had leftover food from yesterday. And so,
Cheese?
I better do that. Wait.
whoa,
Right.
whoa.
Hold your horses, Beth. You're getting way ahead.
We had these fucking flatbreads, and we had some
Fucking
halloumi.
flatbreads.
And so I sliced the flatbreads open, and then I stuffed them with thin slices of halloumi, and then I stuck it on a dry frying pan on quite a high heat, so it went nice and crispy on the outside, all melty in the middle. Load of baba ganoush on the top. Bang, done. That was breakfast.
That's
and it was
so
fucking
much
awesome.
more
It was-
sophisticated than my breakfast, which was an entire packet of chocolate chip cookies.
Make me sick.
Yay!
You and your kind make me sick. That's not breakfast. You need to start looking after yourself, babe. It's like...
Yeah, right.
I'll look after you.
Oh, really? More on that later.
My breakfast, I was so happy that I woke up at 9 o'clock in the morning that I thought,
On a
"What?"
Sunday, fuck you.
Yeah, I did go to bed at 5.
You're doing it wrong.
As in 5 p.m.
Insomnia. Oh, okay. I thought you meant AM, so I was
No,
like, oh,
I had
insomnia feels.
an immense amount of sleep. I fell asleep in
Good
front of
girl.
the film, and I looked after myself, and I drank water, and it was really nice. And then I woke up, and I had sketty.
Oh,
fuck is sketty?
Yeah.
Spaghetti. Actually, I didn't have spaghetti. I had pasta. I had a craving for pasta at 10 o'clock in the morning whilst watching YouTube videos. And I thought, well, hey, I'm going to go see if my local shop is open this early. Oh, wait, it is. And everyone who works there probably doesn't want to be there, but they're ever so lovely and I can give them a little bit of communal, local chat. So I went to go buy some Italian contraband, and then I brought it home and I made some spaghettiness and I ate spaghettiness and I watched YouTube videos for a very long time and it was very stodgy and I liked it. And Tom, what did you want to eat for breakfast?
I was just going to say, search on YouTube for Head Grebo. One of my videos is Beth singing a song about pasta.
I am eating pasta, not anymore, and that's what makes me sad. Pasta is amazing.
Is that the follow-up track?
Big up pasta there.
Pasta remix, boop!
Pasta is love.
For breakfast, I was hungover and I was in a pub on a Sunday, so I ate 2 pieces of crackling.
Ew!
That's my brother over there.
Touch that. Yeah, good man.
Still
Hate
higher
crackling.
nutritional content than my breakfast. My breakfast was also at 1:30 p.m. So
Thomas,
Yo.
working in a restaurant gastropub.
It's pronounced
Restaurant.
restaurant wankiness.
Do you get? I know you're the manager of it, but do you get?
Yeah.
Okay,
Technically,
nice noise. Do you get any meals free?
No.
Oh, that's annoying. That's well annoying.
For the listeners at home, I was nodding.
Oh, that's annoying.
So I encountered something very recently. Heather, when she gets up in the morning, she'll go have a shower, she'll come back, and she'll have cereal in bed.
Very loudly.
Very loudly. Now, it's one of those things, like, there's a picture that goes around Facebook, every now and then it pops up, and it'll just be like, if I've heard you eating, I've imagined your death. Like, I'm very much of that school. I don't like hearing people eat loudly.
Yeah.
But I can,
It's just the man with the most annoying alarm ever!
True.
It's called misophonia, by the way, if you're
Yes,
wondering
you're
what
quite right.
what the condition's called. I mean, cereal is
it?
a loud food. There's no way of eating cereal quietly.
There is a way of not
Unless
smacking
you let-
the spoon against the bowl.
No,
keep your mouth shut. That's that's the minimum. But
I can
after you've shut your mouth, if there's still making noise, I mean, just means you're enjoying it.
Mastication.
I've learned to deal with the eating of cereal in my ear in the morning. That's fine because it also comes with the fact I've got a warm Heather to snuggle up against. It balances out nicely. However,
Absolutely.
the other day there wasn't any cereal, and she did something that offended me to my core. And I woke up. It woke me up, and it was the smell of Pop-Tarts.
Ew! Oh, that burnt sugar smell.
Oh, it's broken, man. It is straight up broke. It was the most offensive thing that's ever happened to me in the morning.
Again,
And I was woken up by Alex with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, I did do that.
You look very
like-
proud of yourself, Alex.
A powder one, no less, shouting fire, fire, fire.
And he's normally asleep and he wonders why he gets so much shit.
Quick production note, can we please get a collection of all of our dodgy wake-ups and just
Can that
put in
not
a
just be a
YouTube
topic?
video and then we can put it on the Pot Topic channel?
Like the time when they made a boating lake on my head out.
Yes.
Yes, but
I said
also
that to Taran earlier today. Can I get that video to put it on podcast?
my favourite one was was it Dad's gaffer taped a perfect square around your foot.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That was a surprising wake up. What the fuck?
I'm stuck to the floor.
It made you.
Well done, guys. 10 out of 10 for effort. You fucking pricks.
It made you look kind of like T1000s, like kind of with the melty metal going into the floor, sort of thing.
That's the look I've been going for a while.
But it also brings back the point where you, as the same with me, prefer savoury.
Oh, absolutely.
So I can't
'Cause you're
imagine.
wrong.
I can't imagine waking up and having sugar, and it's so annoying because when I'm going to work, I either find like fruit is basically, even though it's still sweet, is the only nice thing if I can buy it on the way to work. If I rock up to work, I'm not going to buy a fucking sausage sandwich. That's rank first thing in the morning, all that fat and stuff like that. So the only thing I can think of is buying. There's the like packets of like chunks of meat, and I add it to edamame and stuff like that, and I put it on my
you're talking
desk
about
on work. Oh no, I hate
biltong?
biltong, but like just the packets of like cooked meat,
Right,
from
okay.
a deli
Oh,
or
no,
whatever.
not fridge raiders.
Oh, not not the
not
reconstituted.
cat food.
Mattison's
Yeah.
offal blobs.
Reject cat food.
Those the actual like cooked meat sections from like supermarkets. If I bring, I've made a bowl before with edamame beans and some cooked meat and screwed them around in a bowl to have that for breakfast, and people look at you so weird. I'm like, you are eating sugar for breakfast. That is weirder.
No, if there wasn't sugar for breakfast, I would not get out of fucking bed.
I just don't understand how you do it. Sugar is anytime I have like a sugary breakfast, it basically feels like I've just drunk a flask of hydrochloric acid.
Yeah.
For most
It's not
of the
refreshing.
day. No, it's not. It feels terrible.
It feels like I
And then you
poured that acid in my
crash.
brain, and that's basically how I live.
Yeah, that's how you've kick-started your brain into work.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh.
No. I mean, it barely fucking works like this. I mean,
Cool. I mean, so yeah. Well, that's what we had for breakfast today.
yeah.
Done. Next one.
Beth,
Next.
hot pots.
Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
yeah,
Here we
right
go.
in there.
This is going to be fucking amazing, guys. Get ready.
It better be, or
I wonder
want
if
my money
that's the
back.
topic. Probably not.
Actually, can you please read the other side? Just
Yeah, hang on. Someone's written this topic on something else. Well, it's... Oh, hang on. What
It
is
says
this?
your STI check has come back.
What?
Oh shit!
I'm pregnant.
Do you know what that is? That's a fragment of the thing I wrote for last week.
Lick their wounds over lost future.
Yep.
That
Okay.
fragment's better than the rest of it.
Okay, I think this is Heather. By
Yep.
that. Have you ever broken or lost a new item in in under an hour? So you've literally just bought something or lost it and broken it in under an hour?
The only
Excluding ex-girlfriends?
Bong.
the only basis, the only thing I've got to go on with this is like buying a round.
Oh, and just dropped it.
Yeah, buying a beer or something and like put it down on what I thought was the table.
What looked like the table with your double
Was it
vision?
just James Hetfield?
But I mean, anything. See, I've never really been fussy about breaking new stuff because I figure it's going to get damaged at some point. So
Yeah, but if
I'm
you've
not
just
gonna be-
paid a lot of money...
But I've never fucked
If you've
it.
just paid a lot of... Sorry. If you've just paid a lot of money for it, it might be a little bit...
To be honest, you probably shouldn't buy shit that's going to break. Everything should be military spec. Doesn't matter what it is. Just make sure it's even if it's a spoon, that shit's got to survive some.
No bendy,
some
hairy
serious
yellow
abuse.
spoons for you. No.
Amen,
of course
utilitarian Alex.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Then like,
Everything,
get off.
because otherwise I just accidentally break things, and
You're quite good
quite
at that, my
expensive.
love.
I know.
Especially parakeets.
I feel like a bull in a china shop most of the time. Like, careful now. Oh, look out, you're going to pick something up. Don't break it. Fuck,
Sausage
I've broken it.
fingers. Ba, ba, ba.
I know someone else's break things within an hour story. Is that acceptable?
Yeah, go for it.
Go on then.
I worked with someone and they wanted for ages to have a nice new company car. And they said they really, really wanted this nice new company car. And they got given this amazing car.
That almost got a spit take out of me. Carry on.
This amazing car. One of those ones where the windshield goes all the way around the top of the car. It's just continuous. It's got a heads-up display that projects your speed and stuff in blue lights. And it was amazing and beautiful. And he got it. He drove it home for an hour roughly. He parked it. He went in his house. He looked out the window and it was gone.
Shit.
And
no.
what had happened is that he had failed to put the handbrake on. It had rolled down the hill
Oh, fucking.
and it had gone straight into his neighbour's living room, right?
Wow. Is this guy an absolute moron? How do you forget to do that? I live on a hill. I'm just going to park and.
I think he was just so excited to have this lovely new car and went in to show his lovely family and his child that he had this lovely new car, complete new child seat and everything in it. And basically it just went down and just smashed through his neighbour's house.
Wow.
So that was the end of the
Wow.
car and some of his neighbour's house.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
That's a real shame.
I think that kind of
Amazing.
trumps, and I can't think of
Yeah, yeah.
anything, so that definitely
Yeah.
trumps everything.
So that
wins.
showroom to smashing someone else's house in about an hour.
Jeez.
See, I'm trying to think why Heather would have put that in. I'm sure there's a story that she's got.
Do you want to go get her?
No, she's busy making.
She'll stab us with
costume.
scissors if we go near her.
Yeah, she's busy making a costume for the Star Wars celebration
Mate,
next weekend.
You need to look at Gone Rogue cosplay right now because
Motherfucker, those pictures
Serious
are incredible.
talent.
seriously, the
you
costume
what.
she's making right now is amazing.
If you go to our community page our community group on Facebook, I'll share a link and also show you the wedding dress from earlier that we were describing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Check it all out. She's fantastic. Give her love. She deserves it.
she does deserve
She's
it.
also
Love
got
her
massive
and hate her
boobs,
for her
so I
talent.
mean,
And anyone listening, I get to hug her.
I get to hug both of you.
I get to watch. Oh wait,
No, incest alarm.
Wincest.
Right, next one.
One from the community.
Community chest.
Community chest.
Il
Community chest.
community.
Community chest. Is that just a load? I'm looking at the corner of the recording room that we've got right here. Is that loads of fire? Pouring?
No,
Absolutely,
no.
yeah.
There's a couple of bits of fire. There are the tiki sticks and the
Tiki
fire
sticks,
staff.
the fire staff,
Everything else is kind of practice staffs.
practice staffs.
And,
Oh, nice.
oh, sorry. There is the cooking tripod as well, which is technically fire.
A lot of arsony. Nice.
To be fair, everything in this shed is either extremely expensive
Studio,
or very
not-
flammable.
Not shed.
Or
Studio.
an empty whiskey bottle.
Yeah. We've got- oh shit, they're really building
Yeah,
up now.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't.
We should
They're
probably take a
stacking
photo
up.
of
I
the
didn't
whiskey
see
bottles.
that.
have you not picked up on that yet?
No, when
Your
I last looked, there
therapist
was
will need
4.
photos.
I have a feeling that the famous grouse I bought will not be going on that shelf.
Absolutely will.
It will.
It will, in the corner of shame.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you should probably put Corner Shame for all the bells and teachers.
And whatever that one you drank one of the other times I was on where you just kept pulling a horrible cum face every time you took a sip of it. 'cause
Oh,
it's so horrible.
that was the.
Oh, that was the Canadian
from
one.
the shop.
Oh, was it not?
No, it was awful. Claymore. The Claymore.
Oh, Claymore,
Oh yes,
yeah.
the Claymore was
Right.
terrible.
It was hard to talk on that podcast because you guys kept pulling these like horrible faces with every sip, but kept drinking it.
What I
Quite
quite
possibly
like,
the worst whiskey I've ever bought.
what I quite
Masochists.
like is I think they are my ibuprofen that I've put on the shelf.
in preparation.
Yeah, that was my preparation ibuprofen next to the Diabolos.
Because we're hippie fucks. So anyway, this one's from our community. This one is from a new submitter.
Ooh.
I don't believe we've had one from him, Danny Tidge.
Hey!
We love you, Danny. So, this is this is a very good topic.
Oh,
What in your life have you been most excited for and or disappointed by?
oh.
I like the and disappointed
Yeah.
by, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first time you have sex.
Actually, to be fair, my first time having sex,
Because you've got no
Extremely
fucking idea what you're
disappointing.
doing, but you're also massively excited about it. And so obviously it's going to be a bit shit. And then
to be fair, neither of us came in my first time of having
with
sex.
lots of practice.
Neither of you.
Neither
Really?
of us came during
Wow.
the first time
Mate,
I
I
had sex.
don't think that's strange.
Oh, it's that bad.
So
It's a very, very
got
bizarre
slightly
experience.
better.
Like,
I've got
it's a
massively
very
better.
new experience. Like, if you're going to have that release and that like euphoria, you've got to be like that. You've got to be
Exactly like
You've got
that.
to be
He just
extremely relaxed. And surely, the first time you're doing that, you're not going to be extremely relaxed.
I mean, I've said it before. I'm not sure because I don't exactly remember.
I'm still
my
not
first
relaxed.
time.
Who the fuck
Have you
is
heard
relaxed?
Anthony Gallegos's when he was having sex for the first time? What he said to the girl just before he had sex.
No.
Anthony Gallegos from the
Welcome to
Comedy
my dark
Button-
place.
from the Comedy Button podcast and everything else. He said, "I apologise in advance." That is the best intro to losing your virginity ever.
So, actually, as we're talking about virginity, the best story I ever heard is a guy I used to work with quite regularly. And he tells the story about losing virginity. He lost his virginity when he was 13. He had sex with a girl in the school playing field. It wasn't until it was the one and only time, and then there was a big gap before he went on having sex again. But he's kind of had this point of pride, and up until a point going, "Oh, I lost my virginity at 13 years old," and then he ended up talking to the girl at some point just before they left school, and she's the kind of very delicately kind of had to say, "Yeah, you didn't lose your virginity, and neither did I. What you did is you fucked the space between my arse and the grass."
Oh, bless.
Oh,
Fucking amazing.
Well, it's something. It's someone's fetish.
Yeah, somewhere.
The grass was happy. There's some snail somewhere
and
that's
It's gonna
made a
water
new
the plants.
website.
sticky. I think the only time I can feel both excited and disappointed was Gamma World. So.
And disappointed?
No, actually, it's not so much disappointed. It was the fact that you guys. All right, so we're basically coming down the hill. We've got a van full of our fuckers about to fuck up some guys on motorcycles.
Yes. This happened in game.
This happened in game, and you
I like the way you
guys
clarify that because I was thinking this sounds implausible.
did something that I wasn't expecting. And that was use your car as a fucking weapon. So instead of getting out the car and...
that was actually Danny.
Yeah, exactly.
question
This
I
is
asked her,
Danny.
that was his
That's what
manoeuvre.
sparked this memory. So instead of just like letting them pass by or taking up positions that would give you some kind of advantage, what Danny did was drive the car head first into them. It was like, shit, didn't think of that. Oh, I'm so disappointed they didn't take this route. Okay, right, let's make this up. And then the point where you are backing up and running over the same fucking dude time and time again. That's when I got excited. So I was disappointed and then excited. So it's reverse of what this topic is. But
Well, then your answer is wrong.
Danny is wrong. Danny is wrong.
You're saying
not
the
me.
question's wrong.
I do have an answer rather.
Go for it.
Excited for it and disappointed when it happened. Being an adult.
You say that, but
That's good.
When the hell does
got
that
there
actually
yet.
start? When the hell does that fucking start? Because you get a bit older and you're like, everybody's just making it up. Everybody
everyone's making it up
else
as we go
is
along.
just fucking making it up.
Yeah,
It doesn't
absolutely.
matter how much money, what kind of suit you're wearing, you're still just as much making it up as I am. So therefore, I am just as much of a man as
This
you.
is why I
fuck
really
you.
like
Listen to the last show when we talk about imposter syndrome.
syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this has come up already.
But I also love the fact that now I've become an adult, age is kind of pointless, and I've become friends with 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, and you become to be friends with them on a completely level playing field.
Oh, yeah, it's
And
good.
that excites me. And even though the reason why you've become friends with them is because there is a level playing field, because even though you can respect the fact that they've gone through so much more than you have, they're still making it up as they go along. And that is quite refreshing. It's depressing if you look at it a certain way, because you thought like everyone above us had it all figured out and blah, blah, blah. But really, it's actually quite refreshing at the end of it.
I think that was like the real disappointment, because growing up, like, you see the adults around you, it's like, I'm looking forward to that freedom. I'm looking forward to having things
still
sorted out.
freedom.
And then you get there, and it's like, actually, this is even worse carnage and chaos.
There's a lot of
than school.
responsibility, yeah.
Bollocks, it's amazing. Do what you want. It's brilliant.
Absolutely. It's fucking amazing for
You
completely
can make your
other
own
reasons.
mistakes.
But based on like my assumptions of what I thought it would be
Same
like when I was a kid, it's been a massive disappointment. But there have been surprises along the way that it's just been, oh well, actually, this works out quite well, because I'm not really an adult, and
I would agree
unlikely
with
to
that.
be anytime soon.
Yeah, I've been very pleasantly surprised by the whole thing, being like, I can literally just do what the fuck I want, and like, I can
You can do
literally
what the fuck
just
you want, but-
be whatever I want to be and do what the fuck
Yeah.
I want, and that's fine. And
Yeah.
As long as you do it
it's
into the microphone.
I've been enjoying the fact that I don't care particularly about age and that kind of shit unless Taz says something about mine, because personal offence, just because it's Taz. But I enjoy the fact that I enjoy the fact that I can choose to be very, very adult and sensible about things where it's relevant, and the rest of the time I can act like a fucking child, eat Haribo, and run around like a nutter.
Because you're an adult.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So and this has occasionally landed me in issue. I was out clubbing like 3 weeks ago or so, and some. Do you want to smoke any louder, Taz?
I don't understand how it's so loud.
You'll be so loud.
It's the same as everyone else's, and I don't understand.
It's just Taz. He just has to be fucking loud.
Got to be a dickhead all the time.
Should I just give up?
No,
Should I just say?
Sorry.
You sure? You
I
sure?
was listening.
You sure? No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't.
No, you weren't. But I was out clubbing, and some guy who's a friend of a friend, so I won't say his name is, but he was quite drunk, and he decided to insist on walking me back to Beth's. And I'd been acting like a moron for the whole night at the club. The club night was
Really? Had you?
I had, because
Really?
rather than being an alternative night, it was like someone with multiple personality disorder had left their iPod on shuffle, and a 4-year-old was occasionally pressing skip.
Right.
And they played Justin Bieber. So there was Justin Bieber followed by Rage Against the Machine,
Oh
followed
my
by
God.
knows what.
Wow.
It was both hysterical and awful.
Also, best description of a DJ I've ever heard in my life.
I put on
Well
shuffle.
done.
Thank you. So this guy insisted on walking me back, and then at some point we started talking about computer games, and he said, I play computer games, and I mentioned Soul Calibur, a beat 'em up in which I kick everybody's fucking ass.
I love Soul
No,
Calibur.
you love Soul Blade.
Oh,
Well, this
shit,
was
I
the
love Soul
thing.
Blade.
He said to me,
Soul Blade is the shit.
oh, well, that game, the first one was called Soul Blade. You
No,
wouldn't
no, it
remember.
wasn't.
He said you wouldn't remember that because
First game
you're
was
not
called
old enough.
Soul Edge. The second game was called Soul Blade.
I'm saying what he said.
Okay, he's wrong.
He was wrong on various levels. But he said, you won't remember Soul Blade. You're not old enough. And I went, yeah, mate, my first computer games came on cassettes. So,
Hell fucking yeah.
and he
You
was
speak
like,
my language.
so you, I was like, I'm older than I look, dude. And he was sort of like, so what do you do? And he kept being sort of quite condescending to me. He was quite drunk. I'm sure he's a very nice man, but he kept being condescending to me. And I just turned
It was
around.
flattery. He was calling you young looking.
He was, but then he was being fucking condescending about everything.
Fair enough.
And and he was sort of showing off about the industry he worked in and this and that and the other, and trying to be kind of fairly impressive. And I just turned around at one point and went, I'm 34 and I own a 4-bedroom house in Surrey, dude. And he just went, oh, you're a proper adult. And I was like, yeah, about my finances. And he's like, oh, you know all these things. I was like, yes, I do. I just act like an idiot in clubs because I can. And he just went very, very fucking quiet and stopped being condescending all of a sudden.
Oh, bless him.
And I was sad I had to do that. But it was either that or punch him in the nuts.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, I feel bad now. I
Did
feel
he
like
come up and be
I
all
should've
like, yeah, I'm
corrected
working
you.
at this like tech startup in East London?
It was pretty much like that. He was saying where he lived and what cool postcode he had and stuff. And
Ever so.
yeah.
Oh, I've got another answer.
Ooh.
Go for it.
Excited
An
and then
actual
disappointed.
answer.
Yeah, Battle Royale 2.
Well, you love Battle Royale.
I
Massive.
fucking adore
Battle Royale is
2.
amazing.
It
The
is
manga's,
amazing.
the manga's even better. However, Battle Royale 2 is a good fucking film.
No, it's not.
It shouldn't be Battle Royale 2.
Yeah,
It should be a
yes.
different
I
film.
agree.
It
I
should
agree.
be a completely different
I
film.
agree.
Because you're arguing two different
If
points.
it-
It's a shit sequel. It's not
It's
a
a good
terrible
film.
film. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
That was
yeah.
fun.
yeah,
Easy
I-
A to Bex there.
I should have just,
It makes sense. It makes sense.
I could have just let you guys have some kind of sexy catfight rolling around, but instead I'm just like giving a sensible answer. That's not what this show's for. I'm really sorry.
Tom in there
no.
to sing cue the sexy catfight music.
No, thank you for that. No, you make a really good point. It's actually not a terrible film, but like when it's framed in the Battle Royale context,
Yeah.
it doesn't make
makes
sense.
no sense.
I should stop
whatsoever.
giving sensible answers.
Okay,
Unicorns,
Okay.
pixies.
I do not agree with this, but Star Wars coming back, episode 1.
Episode 1 is awful.
Yeah, excitement and disappointment.
I knew it was going to be shit, so
It's
Everyone
obvious.
was so excited.
because they were
Obvious
little.
bet is obvious.
All right, I was trying to. Oh.
No, very good point. That is.
Yeah.
However,
Thanks. Hug me and tell me I'm
however-
right.
the last Star Wars film coming out. Oh, thank God.
Really? Like the last Star Wars film was just episode 4-2.
Yeah,
was
which
fun.
is
Yeah.
better than episode 1.
Yeah.
Nah, should
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just
They-
do exactly the
what?
same.
They know what they're
They
doing.
blow up the Death Star.
They know what they're doing.
No, because that's how you get untold Transformer films.
And now they have a good
No
base to go to a
Transformers.
decent fucking story. They get to tell their own story from now.
Rogue Squadron looks really good.
Rogue Squadron. I haven't
oh
watched
my
a
God,
single trailer.
This
I
film
haven't watched
is the
a
reason we
single
have Rogue
thing.
Squadron.
You're starting from fresh.
Did anyone play Rogue Squadron, the game?
Yeah.
On the N64?
yeah, man,
it
that
was-
shit was
Not on the
difficult.
N64.
No, I played it on the N64.
I played it on the PC.
I couldn't.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Oh,
because
of
you're
course
better.
you did.
Yeah.
Of course you fucking did.
I only managed to get.
Lemmings, right?
I only managed to get past Hoth once. I couldn't do the target. Fine.
Sorry, I just gave Beth a death stare. She just broke down.
It's gone from incest to sibling rivalry.
What'd you say about lemmings?
Fucking love them,
fucking
mate.
come up.
That's
bro.
the great thing about
Come
this
at me,
podcast.
Lemons.
You never know whether they're going to fuck
Fucking
each other or
stop,
kill each
I'll
other.
make you a bomber,
Oh,
mate.
both.
Fuck your shit.
I'll make you a
up.
digger, mate.
Yeah, come on then.
Another answer, maybe every Tool album ever.
Lateralis.
Oh!
Lateralis, motherfucker.
Hopefully not the new Gojira, because the...
I've heard some tracks from that.
Yeah,
Oh,
well...
I like it.
I've got the whole
I
thing
really
is
like
very,
it.
very good. The whole thing is very, very amazing.
So there you go,
They-
slow and dark.
Yeah, they
They've
do.
made a bit of a departure from their own stuff, but
You're just giggling there to yourself, Beth.
Yeah,
I like it slow and dark.
Like a lemming.
Like a lemon.
but they've matured, and it's definitely worth a listen all the way through.
I'm very
Yeah.
excited by that
No, that's
album, and I
cool.
really hope
That's
it
cool.
doesn't disappoint.
It's already been out for ages. I've got it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I've
you're
got
like
a T-shirt
behind.
and everything.
Do you?
Not yet.
Oh.
Oh!
I
Next
do-
topic.
I do have another one.
Go for it.
Flesh God King album. I was so excited for that, and I was not disappointed.
You've provided another answer that doesn't answer the question.
No, because it's and or disappointed.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
Pedantic. This isn't. I don't know who wrote this. There's no name on it. It's not really a question. It hasn't got a question mark.
From a host.
No, it doesn't have to be a question. It's a topic.
It is, but like,
It doesn't need to be a question.
it's all right. All
To
right.
be fair, if it's not got a name on it, I probably wrote
It's
it.
probably Taran, yeah.
It says, "Damn nature, you scary."
Damn, nature, you scary.
Oh,
It's raining sideways.
Damn nature. Or is that damn? It's just a one syllable damn, or is it like damn nature, you scary?
exactly that. I can't remember what I had in
entirely
mind when I wrote that, but yeah, like nature, like it kind of fucks up, guys.
Do you know what I hate? The YouTube videos where people have pitted animals against each other in a cage.
Oh, like bug fights and all that kind of stuff.
They can fuck right off. That's the bad point
wrong.
of human nature.
That's you've added an extra word in
awful.
there, human.
Well, no, because
general nature.
It's almost like it's us humans going, nature, against nature,
That's true.
wildlife, and it's just...
That's probably the actual noises they make.
Yeah. These people need to be exterminated because that's rude to put these animals
It's not
together.
rude, it's just fucking morally
It's just ridiculous.
wrong.
Out in the wild, that's completely fine, but just don't put them in a cage and do it.
Yeah, when
It's like
David
fucking
Attenborough does it,
cockfighting.
it's beautiful. When you do it on YouTube and you've got two bugs in a cage fighting to the death, that's just wrong.
Yeah, nature is pretty scary. I mean, there are some nature things where there's going to be lions attacking their prey and they eat them, and it's completely fine and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but there are
that-
some
that's
things
not
that I
a
can't watch.
It-
And it moves us all.
So for instance, like when an eruption, a volcanic eruption,
Yes, that's true.
causes a lightning storm because of the friction in the atmosphere.
Oh, that's
And like you get the
gorgeous.
lightning going through the pyroclastic.
That's
The ash cloud.
gorgeous.
That, I mean, it's gorgeous, but
That's a
God
two-syllable
damn,
gram.
it's scary.
It's still scary.
I actually, at my pub the other day, we had a lightning strike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you actually get fucking hit by it?
It was
Did you order it in?
It was 5 meters outside our pub. Fried every telephone line in the place.
Jesus fuck, that's amazing.
It was so loud that ladies who lunch were screaming. It was so fucking loud. I've
Can I
never
get some
experienced it before.
Prosecco with... Prosecco?
Can I get some Pinot Grigio?
Grigio. Peanut Grigio.
Fire sensors are still fried to this day because they're still waiting repair because we can't work out what's been fried and what's not been fried. So the whole
Everything.
thing's going to have to be replaced. But
Is that something you want to say on a podcast?
Yeah.
oh no, it's fine. It's completely safe. We are literally
Right, okay.
walking around our pub every 20 minutes to check there isn't a fire.
Yeah.
Like it gets
That's
to
the
that
best way to
point,
do it, I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it's even safer than a fire alarm. My God, the noise. It's like someone grabbed a timpani drum and slammed it on your head. It's so loud when it's that close.
Yeah.
And then the immediate straight after is quite funny.
You secretly enjoyed all the ladies at lunch screaming, didn't you?
It was quite cool. Because I was just like, oh shit, that was a bit close. And then realised, oh shit, that was a bit close. But yeah.
And also, there are other things. As you get into kind of astronomy, or sorry, kind of deep space physics, and especially when it couples with quantum physics. Like, for instance, there's now kind of this prevailing idea that black holes are a 3D hologram of a 2D anomaly.
Yeah.
Because shit gets so compacted, it goes two-dimensional. That is... What?
Did you see that?
I think that's scary.
Did you see that
I think
thing?
there's a rap album in that. The shit's so tight it's 2D.
Damn, that booty so tight, it almost 2D.
And especially with that what you gave it could be like a new DMX song that bring it
What? 2D! and there's the other thing about, what's it called? Is it quantum coupling? Or...
Oh, what, of electrons?
Quantum pairing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
shit.
is the basis of quantum computing, to be
Yeah.
fair.
The fact that two completely
Separated by physical space
two completely independent things
can be coupled.
do the same thing at the same time,
Or the exact opposite. 'Cause they're
or the
coupled.
exact yeah. That shit.
It's awesome. That's
I mean,
the basis of quantum
that's
computing.
that's like
yeah.
magic,
Yeah.
and at that point, that's
Well, it isn't. It's science. It's like the opposite of magic, dude.
No, exactly. But it's
That's like the point.
but
Yeah, but
it's,
the wonder of it makes it magic.
and also kind
It's
of scary.
magical.
Just
Yes.
like me.
It's also I know,
You are wondrous and magical and a bit scary.
I think
Can I just step in and say science isn't a thing?
It's a process, yeah.
It's a method.
Everything's a thing.
Well,
You're a
yeah.
thing.
It's a method of disproving
Your
things
mum's a
until
thing.
you end up with something where you go, yeah, this is probably how it works.
You think something, disprove it, and you can't.
Yeah, I
then it
hate
is.
the way when people go, science can't explain it. It's like, no, stop talking about it as a thing that does something, a thing to believe in.
It's a theory, dude.
It's a methodology.
Process.
Yeah,
it's a process.
Yeah. It's like,
What's wrong with it being a thing? I'm confused.
A methodology is a is a
Because it's just a method.
Everything's a
of-
thing. That shelf is a thing.
Well,
Right,
not that simple.
pedantry aside, yes, we all understand science is a process. It's something you do rather than something that is.
So nature,
Fine.
you're scary.
No, because like when you get to like quantum pairing, I can't remember the actual term for it, but when you kind of read about that, it's kind of like completely against the nature we know. Like the further down you go, this like in the scale of like sizes, like the smaller things get, the fucking freakier it gets, and I just find it kind of unnerving. Also fascinating and lovely, but it's like, damn, that's kind of scary.
Damn, nature.
Damn, you're
Nature, you're scary.
See, all I've got in my brain is
Also,
that-
cordyceps.
Okay, go on.
Cordyceps, you know cordyceps?
I have no idea what that word
don't
is.
know what you just
fungi
said. That
takes
wasn't a word.
It's basically the flood. It's a fungus that takes over the brain of ants. Anyway,
Oh, right, the
Zombie ants.
fungus thing.
Ew.
it makes them climb to the top of the tallest thing they can find,
So
where
they
they
can go
then
into
die,
the- yeah.
and then
Oh no! Before they
no.
die, they clamp on as hard as they can.
and then another
So they
fruit
can be
die.
ingested by something that eats the grass, where the parasitical nature
or
comes
they
out.
they produce a fruiting body that sprouts out from the top of their head.
and infects
Sprinkles
more. Yeah,
loads more spores.
Damn,
And
nature, you scare.
yeah,
That's like
right.
the thing that
28
gets
days
into
later,
snails.
scary.
There's a parasite that gets into snails that affects their eyes that makes them desperately seek the light, so they climb up and tall things where birds can eat them, and then the birds then reshare the parasite, which goes into more snails and makes them climb. And they're in agonising pain the whole climb. So if you see them trying to climb up things, I'm always tempted to put them to the top to shorten their horrible.
Damn,
climb.
nature, you scary.
why put them to the top to just
because
fucking
they-
stamp on them?
No, because they're
They're
there
in
to feed the
agony while they're
birds.
trying to get up there.
I still want the birds to eat.
All I've heard is
And
that
getting infected with parasites.
But you know, it's a continuous
fuck
process.
Robin.
all I've just heard
But the
is
parasites
that,
don't affect the birds; they just affect more.
yeah. So
Snails.
basically,
Oh,
what
that's
you're,
okay then.
basically what you're telling me is that birds have perfected biological weaponry.
Well, the birds.
Yeah,
didn't
they've
do
been
it.
shitting on us for hundreds of years. Why are you surprised?
Are they kawaii?
Damn, nature.
Are they kawaii?
Kawaii.
Oh mate, oh dude, I used to love them, but maybe it's the owls.
They do
They're
look pretty
well
cute.
And they're shitting out like snail fungus. So I could.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Amazing. Right, next topic before I go into more catatonia.
Yeah, have we got time for one more?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got like 15 minutes.
Wicked.
So...
That came
Where's
out
the other
of
one?
the Abalor. So where's the chest, Tom?
Oh, sorry, down here.
Would you care to draw something out, Alex?
Pass it around for me. Thank God.
Why not? Go on then.
Make it good.
Community
Though.
chest, community chest.
Alex, put your fist in that
Community
chest.
chest.
Right, just have a little rummage.
Thank you again, Sophie, for your amazing chest.
And actually,
In general, yeah,
we had a
it's
lot.
very good.
We had a lot of submissions this week, and not a single one from Captain Sickbeard. So wait up for the devil.
I do believe we had a submission from Captain Sickbeard.
Oh, but the audio.
Yeah.
I'm talking about we had a new submitter called the devil. So look out for that in the future.
Right, well,
I'm sorry. One. I just want to get one more in there on Damn Nature You Scary. I love them. I love them to pieces. I think they're fantastic. But honey badgers, fuck them. They're terrifying.
Yeah, damn, nature, you scary.
Sorry. Go for it, Alex.
Violent animals.
this is from Big Love Anonymous Emails.
Anonymouse.
Anonymouse, and yeah, whatever it's called. If a douchebag falls over in the forest, and there was no one around to hear the silly, childish put-on voice, do people still think they are a twat?
Hands up for a podcast. Hands up who thinks they're a twat.
Yep. Sorry.
Three of us.
Vocal hand.
I've got to keep my hand down. Because in order for that to happen, you need like platonic constants. You need things to exist outside of like the physical realm. You need to go into metaphysics.
Oh, what you mean reality?
No, if you're already a douchebag, everybody thinks you're a twat anyway, so it doesn't matter whether.
But if you're not
fall
there to
over
see
in
it,
the
it's,
forest, then- Yeah, I know, but they'd be a twat if they hadn't fallen over in the forest. Once they've fallen over in the forest, they're just a bit more of a twat.
But personally, I think the question's flawed from the get-go, because if a douchebag falls over in the forest and no one's there to see them, they do explode
Woods.
into pink custard.
But in
Fact.
the woods,
Pure fact.
as the question stated.
Oh, it was the woods, not the forest.
Yeah, it makes
Sorry,
a
my
difference.
bad. Retraction.
As you bloody should.
See, what I've always wondered is that if the Pope shits in the woods and there's no one around to hear it, is he still
Who's
a
hugging the
Catholic?
bear?
Right, that's enough of that.
Yeah, no pope ever has been truly Catholic.
Boom, done.
Anonymouse, that was a very good
Next one.
topic. We're just not
No,
equipped to deal with that right now.
no. Next.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately I'm a little too tired, a little too hungover, a little too
It's
drunk
Heather
to go to
again!
metaphysics. So I've pulled one out from Heather. Yeah. If you had unlimited funding, what one thing would you invent that could help you with your everyday tasks? I don't know where I read like a 7-year-old. I apologise for that, but yeah. So if you got unlimited funding, what's the one thing you'd invent?
I've forgotten what the actual proper word of this was, but you know Wallace and Gromit with their machines that go on for ages. What are they called?
Have you seen the video of the dude who invented the morning machine that Wallace has? So
the one that wakes him up with...
tips out of bed, makes all the breakfast. Like somebody's
the wrong
made
trousers, Gromit.
that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so somebody went out and made that. Fucking well done them.
Immense. I'd probably get one of those to get me out of bed. Because if money's no object, then I wouldn't have to go to work. So it's just a machine that is a little bit Wallace and Gromit that would make me get a green tea first thing in the morning, then some savoury breakfast, as we've already discussed, and start my day off at 10 o'clock in the morning so that I can look after myself and do pleasant, creative things.
I think I would just make a machine that would replace your savoury breakfast with a sweet one and prevent you from leaving the bed. And my machine would just sabotage yours, so we would have to stay in bed eating cake together.
You may just be lying now next to me. That might just stop the whole machine.
Yeah. So we don't need to build the machine, then I'll just go buy some cake. And
I like the idea, your idea of making a grief engine.
Well, it's a selfish personal gain engine, really, because I just want Beth and cake.
Well, I'll just make a drone full English breakfast delivery service. So
Sweet.
bosh,
Sweet.
done. No, what I do, drones with a lightsaber on the front that can cut trees, and then when I'm really hungover, I don't have to haul my asse up there.
Do you think that would actually work? Do you think that
Of course
computers...
it would work.
They'd never be used for evil.
It could definitely
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
never go wrong. It'll be
With a
absolutely
hungover
fine.
Alex controlling a drone with a lightsaber on it. The parakeets would be totally safe.
Definitely the best idea I've ever had.
Sorry, Tom, you're out of the room at the time.
Yeah, sorry, I was having
the
a
topic
pee.
is, if you could invent...
I got it.
You got it, wicked.
I wrote it down before I left.
It'd be like, oh, where are you working? Next to Buckingham Palace. What tools are you using? Well, it's a drone with a lightsaber. Hello, Lizzie. you know that I'm a Republican.
Hello, Lizzie.
Vroom, vroom.
Do you know what I'd invent?
Have that, you Hanover.
I was going to point out, while there's drones going on, someone's invented the Pokemon Go drone. So you do screen share on your laptop. So you're controlling the actual game from your laptop. The drone can then go out and walk for you.
Removing one of the main points of the game, which is to get people out of the house.
Exactly. Go to a point, combat, do whatever, and you can control it from your laptop. All you need is a phone to do it and a drone.
So somebody's invented an automated Pokemon collector.
Exactly.
My God, if you can hunt out Cubones, that'd be
And
the best
I
invention
have
in the world.
a drone, and I'm willing to try this.
Thomas, the complete
Nothing
point
could
of the game.
possibly go wrong.
I've played Ingress. I've done my dues. I've walked the streets.
Then
and
don't play
tried to connect-
Pokemon! What is wrong with you?
So if I could invent one thing, it would
Pokemon, I
be
can't
a
help
device that could read my mind and would like pick up something I'm about to say, play it to me in my head, so I can hear how it sounds first, and then I could give it the
That's
okay.
actually
Mate.
quite good.
You are
That's
talking
good.
about a working brain.
You could call it the benefit.
I
Good
just
point.
need something that
Point.
would vet what I would say.
That's actually a dictaphone.
No,
it's a brain.
It's a brain.
It's about hearing it, like how it would sound
How it-
actually
yeah.
coming out of my mouth.
true.
And all the
I.e.
marketing.
a pussy.
Because
So your eyes stop looking shocked when you say really racist things. Why am I
You
saying
could
this?
call it the benefit of hindsight. Take this
We could just use the gaffer tape, mate.
So the issue I quite often run into is I quite often kind of have things I intend as jokes, And I don't know if it's my approach, if it's my setup, or just like however I say it, people kind of take it seriously and then it gets weird.
Yeah, but that's a dictaphone.
Yeah, but yeah, it'd be nice to have like on tap though.
Oh,
It's like, it will sound like this when you say it. Okay, so how about if I said it like this?
Oh, actually, that would be a dictaphone plus, where it actually takes it into complete social context and goes around, maybe Googles, certain things that certain people might find offensive, or it goes like a thesaurus of
I'm sorry.
social
Are you using
understanding.
Are you using an internet tool to find out what's offensive on the internet?
I think that's what he might be saying.
No.
Because everything you put into it will come
It's
out
more
as
about
offensive.
hearing my delivery before I say something.
Okay. No, it as Beck says, it's called listening to yourself and not being a dick. And using your brain.
There's a difference between like what I'm thinking and how I actually deliver it with my voice, with my actual voice, and like my body language.
Oh, okay.
I run into problems all the time. I try to like make jokes so often.
So you need a
And
parent.
they're not taking.
It just says, that's not appropriate now, is it, Taz? Put that back. Do your
Did you-
trousers up.
Bex,
Get
did
your hand
you have
out of there.
Not that hole. Bex, did you have one? Other than replacing savoury breakfast.
No,
with
I
sweet-
quite like Bex's grief engine.
Yeah,
grief
I'm
engine.
just going to sabotage all the rest of your ones. It's just going to tell Taz everything
Thanks,
he says
love.
is fine. It's going to it's going to make sure you can't leave bed and you get sweet breakfast and I'm there. It's going to make sure that Alex's drone that brings him a fried breakfast is replaced with cheap uncooked Pop-Tarts.
And Tom, how would you like to be sabotaged?
Yeah.
That you can't find the key to the shed that we are currently recording in? That might be quite sabotage.
No, that happens to me regularly. 'Cause
A number of times now.
I've lost the key. Like, we all had a spare key to this shed, and I lost mine, so I have to use whatever's spare laying around. But
We could invent a machine that only steals toilet paper and bin liners from your car.
Callback.
yeah.
Yeah. And has a
There you go.
webcam.
Just a
records your every move.
webcam, like an inch away from my arsehole at all times.
All it's got is one piece of that toilet paper you used to get at school that looks like it's been waxed for some reason.
Oh,
Yeah, just
Just
one,
not enough.
one square.
Not quite enough.
Waterproof toilet paper.
What are those little robotic vacuum machines?
the ones that keep on going.
Roomba.
Roomba.
Roombas. So I quite like to like repurpose one of those. For when I'm writing, every time I go to reach for a cup of tea that's not there, it's already sorted out and there's a tea every single time. That would be fantastic.
Sorry,
Powered by tea.
I have to interject with a great use for a Roomba. Actually, 2 Roombas, to be fair. So you get 2 Roombas on a table and you put beer pong on them, and it's a moving target. Have you not seen this?
No, I haven't. That sounds amazing.
So you're like, I'm drunk.
No. That sounds really good.
That's a great use of like a £500 machine.
Absolutely.
That could help you with your everyday tasks. Was the
To be fair,
Subject.
anything that stops us drinking is helping us with an everyday task.
Tom? Did you have an answer?
I actually don't.
That was it.
Well, fine. Next topic.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, how
for
we
one
doing?
more.
Let's do one
Yeah,
more.
we got 3 minutes. Let's go. for
Final topic.
it. Who's next?
You. That one.
Is it?
Community chest. Community chest. Community chest.
Oh yeah, get your hand in there.
Absolutely. This one's from Rikard.
Over 9,000 OG.
Rikard. Any good ways to serve a whiskey? So his suggestion is a whiskey sours because it's awesome.
So either
In a glass teapot with a fetish grin on it.
yes, absolutely. One of the best ways I've
How we
encountered so
drink
far.
whiskey.
Have you taken you've not taken a photo of that? Put it on the community yet? No, you haven't, because I didn't
maybe
know what
not.
it was.
Maybe not.
So take a photo and we'll show you.
Yes.
From the belly button of a Nubian princess.
Good.
You won't get much in there, but
I like Tom's
Body-
considered nodding of head.
There was a
you won't get
Body-
much in there. But
body
it's-
shots are
it's
always
gonna be
fun.
Or, just from an Essex slag.
No,
No.
don't like those ironworks.
Oh, I've already got the best delivery method, and it's called the bottle. It's the best way to drink
And
whiskey.
it's called depression.
It's called
in
I
the
Don't
morning.
Have a Problem, Honest Gov.
I'm all right. The only time I drink whiskey now is on the show.
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
It's for the best.
Yeah,
it
I think
is
it's
massively
definitely
for the best.
But it's the best spirit.
Yes.
That's the reason
Yes.
why we invented this podcast.
So
while
you're out with a
drinking
bottle of whiskey.
As an excuse.
We love Scotch. and we love whiskey.
Enabling podcast.
Alex did say,
this podcast is absolutely enabling podcast.
Alex did say on the way here, it's like, why don't we do a vodka issue? Am I right? No. The vodka issue for me was when Dioda and I, who don't like whiskey, just drank vodka, and that meant that the vodka bottle was distributed between two people. That was a lot worse.
I love Bex being on this podcast. However, it does mean the whiskey goes a little bit further.
It's a general service I provide.
It's a win.
Thank you for
good
drinking,
thing.
Bex.
It's a good thing.
Your Haribo stash is fucked, though.
Help yourself, by the way.
Like not only do you bring the only grain of professionalism to the podcast, but
I love
there's more
the fact
whiskey
that-
for us.
Comparatively, compared to you guys, apparently I look professional.
Yeah.
It's not a compliment on me, it's a statement of you guys.
That's fair enough. It's a fair cop. I will say that whiskey sours, while great, are not as good as an old-fashioned.
What the fuck is a whiskey sour? I've never had one before. What's the sour bit?
To be fair, look, all right, I'll look up exactly
Because an
what-
old-fashioned is orange peel and what else
Mala,
is it?
mala.
Mala orange peel.
We're not going to explain that joke.
Nah. But an old-fashioned is orange, isn't it? Oh,
No.
thumbs.
Hang on, let me look up the difference. We'll edit this.
What about Collins? I had a Collins once. It might be somebody Collins. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, you had a
It was
Collins?
delicious.
I once had a
Yeah.
collie. It was delicious.
That's a dog.
Yeah.
Bought a Collins.
Well done, Beth.
Once we'd burnt all the hair off, it was lovely.
Okay, so a whiskey sour is a drink traditionally containing whiskey, lemon juice, sugar, and optionally a dash of egg white.
Oh, all those different things to make you stop tasting the disgusting taste of whiskey.
However,
Egg white.
I've never had it with egg white.
That would thicken it in a lovely way, though. Once you mixed it, that would.
Oh no! Sorry, that's entirely broken. I want no part of that whatsoever.
No,
The lemon is bad enough. Already broken the whiskey. Egg though.
No,
Fuck that shit.
it would make it frothy and it would hold its bubbles and it would have a gorgeous texture.
He loves his bubbles.
Okay, so it's not much different from an old-fashioned, to be fair, because, this is how I expect an old-fashioned to be served. It's bitters, mulled sugar, and then an alcohol such as whiskey or brandy and citrus. So it's very similar.
Sorry, mulled sugar.
It's the process of grinding it into the glass to
Right, okay, fine.
punch a microphone.
Dude, it's... Oh my god, it's been so long since you did the microphone punch.
No, it hasn't.
It's
I
usually
did
me.
it this fucking show.
Oh, fair enough.
That is pretty fucking epic sounding.
All of a sudden, the show's just turned into a trip hop song. I love it.
Wow.
I just like it. It's industrial.
We're falling to pieces here. Let's wrap up.
Oh, but it sounds really nice.
We'll do it for the song.
Your mum.
You're absolute, unequivocal. I've just spilled.
So, other ways of drinking whiskey.
Is that what you've done?
I've just spilled. The
Yeah.
shandy I just poured. I opened
His
all over me.
alcoholic-free
Alright,
drink
let's wrap
he's
this
just
up.
poured.
Yeah?
And this is
No!
alcohol-free.
Yes.
Fine.
Sorry, what were you saying?
No, we
Finish
do
that.
finish.
No, I was going to say, has anyone got any other ways of drinking whiskey?
No.
Loads of ways. You put it in a dolphin and then you squeeze it.
Go on, please.
So many different ways of drinking whiskey.
Go on.
Like
List them.
Put it in a child and then give them too much sweets and then make them be sick on you.
And?
Aeroplane. Put it in an aeroplane fuel tank.
Chemtrails.
In a very protracted conspiracy. Take it down so that it crashes on your office and you get to drink the whiskey again. Out of the way.
You blast it at a Tory at supersonic speeds, let it dry out for a week, and then snort it.
You get Keith Harris an emu, but emu's full of whiskey, and he walks around and instead of talking to people, he just squirts with, I wish I could fly.
And
you could
you go to a pantomime, but rather than a show, they just throw whiskey at you the whole time.
It's behind.
It's in you.
And you get back to the Keith Harris stuff, it's in emu. So, let's have some music.
Oh, dude, I've got nothing.
Can we not just do
that'd be
music?
easy if we just start going.
That sounds good. Bop, bop,
Ooh,
bop, bop,
ooh,
bop, 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 bop,
Share and tell a friend is the only way we can get more listeners. Go out there and tell your friend or just tell some random stranger on the street about how great this podcast is. Please ignore the last hour of podcast that we've done. The website is pottopicpodcast.com. Our Twitter is @pottopicpodcast. Search Pot Topic Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr to find our shit. Sick. Don't laugh. Instagram @PodTopicPodcast. Use the hashtag PodTopicPodcast to get on our community wall. Emails @PodTopicPodcast is our email address. Send us an audio clip or text and we'll read it on the air. Rate and review us on iTunes and Stitchers. 5-star bitches, yeah. Like the video on YouTube if that's how you prefer to listen to it. And I've been pretty good at putting them up recently, so do it.
Speed it up.
Come and join us on Facebook group. Search Pot Topic Podcast Community and
Remix.
You told me to speed it up. You
I was telling you to speed it up.
it's so nice they played it twice.
remix.
Put a dunk on it.
Bop, 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 bop.
Wash D.
Goodbye.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Winding down now inside.
Music used in this episode was Meatball Parade by Kevin MacLeod for Compotech.com. It's licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Please see the MP3 comment tag or show notes on pottopicpodcast.com for more information.
My God, my mouth is so tired. You have no idea how tiring it is just to go over and over
It's
again.
almost like you talk a
How
lot.
do you think my mouth goes?
No, that's easy. That happens so easily. That just goes.
Just
I-
goes. You've
most
got
of
no
the
control of it. It just goes.
Most of the time, I've got no control whatsoever.
Bullshit.
Oh my God, I love you all the more when you're a cunt to me. It's the best.
You love it, bitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, I think I want to start a side project called Devon Townsend.
Devil
Dev-
Townsend.
Devon Townsend.
Devon
So
Townsend
cold
is awesome.
In the night where the river flows.
Tom, you've done wonders here. I sound tolerable.
Is it hangover voice? Maybe
I
that's it.
think I also, like a weekend of smoking, I've kind of got a bit of a husk going on.
I haven't thought of my intro yet.
Oh, I forgot about that. It's been so long.
My
I've
witty
forgotten.
intro. Fuck. I need something.
Well, just make an anagram of intro. Wait, I don't mean anagram, do I?
Troy.
What is it you do that you do so well? Voodoo?
I don't know.
You do the voodoo that you do so well.
Is it anagrams?
I'm not sure. Mavis, round up the penguins, get them in the kangaroo, we're all going home.
Take it back to Dorset!
May I remind you that I am a self-made
Made
man,
man,
and
I
I could buy you.
What's that?
It's George
George
Dawes.
Dawes. It's the most brutal George Dawes ever. So what do you need?
Was it still going?